Alrighty, hello and good morning. How are y'all doing today? We're back, and setups changed slightly, so just bear with because I might have to move some things around, but I hope you're all doing well. Reason for a little bit of a delay with kicking off the stream today is over the last week I had a new desk delivered, and I have so much real estate now that it's actually kind of insane. And what I realized as I was getting ready for the stream this morning is it means that the spot where I normally have the additional webcams that we have Pandacam going on the side over here, I've had to reposition because the USB cable is not long enough. So currently it's perched precariously on top of an old cardboard box that I had from an old PC part, and if I so much as bump the desk too much, the whole thing's going down. But the reason I got the desk upgrade was because I've actually gone for a standing desk, so that when I'm working from home throughout the week, I can actually have it raised and, you know, be a little bit more active in my lifestyle, things like that. So it was a worthwhile upgrade, and definitely worthwhile considering I can claim that back as a work expense from tax purpose at least. So that's going to be sweet. The funniest part of it all though was I guess spurred on by some of the colleagues I have at work, a lot of them have a walking pad that they insert underneath their desk so that you can do standing meetings while you're walking, you know, keep up a little bit of general fitness during those times. And so I decided, hey, you know what, I'll get myself one of those as well. Found one at a pretty decent price, got it shipped, and it arrived the same day as the desk. Now, setting up the desk took much longer than I thought it would because you have to build all the components and pull it together. But and by the time I was finished with it, I didn't have the energy to actually unpack and get the walking pad out. Ironic, I know, that was the whole point of it. However, when I finally got around to pulling it out, Friday morning, it was missing components. And the only thing that was inside the box was the walking pad itself. No instruction manual, and most importantly, no remote control to actually turn the damn thing on. So, now I just have a standing pad. And until customer service can sort it out and actually ship me the remote for it, that's all it's going to be. It's fine, it'll just hang out, it'll do its thing, we'll get to use it eventually, I'm sure, it'll be fine. But yeah, that's the way things go. So, there's my little fun story for you guys. Radio, hello, you'll be asleep for 5 hours, but if messages even persist for that long, you want to pre-say, play Hyperspace Dogfights. I would love to, however, that's so very out of sequence. Although, I don't know, someone might be able to recommend that one. Check. Hyperspace Dogfights. Yeah, it's by the same people who did Red Tether that we reviewed way back. Only has 105 reviews, so yes, someone could absolutely recommend that for the stream, but no one has yet. Snood, bonjour indeed, how are you doing? I would respond in French if I could speak French, but I cannot. So, hello in French. Mediate, hey everyone. Richard Envy, absolutely pre-stream food, drink, and bathroom break reminder. Maximum Cheese, you can't tune in, but you did tune in for long enough to put that into the text comment, so welcome. I'm assuming maybe you have it on the background or something. Love that for you. What else did I miss here? Gino, hello as well. Absolutely, you're still second place on the leaderboard, not quite at the top yet. Some guy 712, greetings programs and living organisms. We do have a mix of both here. You never know who's actually a bot and who's not. It's real life among us. Probably glad for the delayed start since you were delayed yourself. Hey, sometimes things just work out. Who else did I miss here? TNT PvP, hello, hello, how are you doing? Jensky McBride, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while, hope you're doing well. Miss Panda deserves all of the pets and creatures. She absolutely does. She is a precious gem of a fur baby. Until she decides to be a murder kitten and just go absolutely mental in the middle of the night. But that's just standard cat, really. Richard MV, forgot that I never came back to watch the last 3 minutes of Faye Falling from last week, but I did see that you'll be continuing today. I will indeed. We had enough people like it that we are going to be going back into it for a second go. Gus, yeah, if it works, absolutely. It's just got to get into the right spot. The camera will be fine. It's still within arm's reach, which is good, so I can reposition it if we need to, but that is basically as far as the cable will allow it to stretch, so you don't get a high definition kitty zoom today, I'm afraid. Squirtron, hello. For people who saw the Switch 2 announcements, what are your thoughts on it? Okay, yeah, let's share some thoughts and then we'll get into the games. I didn't manage to watch the reveal live. I had to watch it the morning after because yay for Australian time zones. I would say in general from the Switch 2 it was pretty much what I expected with, you know, based on the leaks and rumors that we'd heard before with a couple of different twists. Like I think we'd heard about the potential for mouse controls using the Switch Joy-Con controllers earlier, but the way they were implemented for that wheelchair game is just innovative and I love it. Like as a concept, making a game about wheelchair basketball is like, okay, that's kind of nice for, you know, putting a spotlight on accessibility and things like that, but it's not something you would expect to gain a lot of traction. But with controls like that, there's a lot of player skill that comes into it. So in the same way that Rocket League kind of goes mental because of what's, you know, the low entry points but the high skill ceiling, I have a feeling that game could potentially be similar. So kind of interested to see what happens in that space. But I think more than anything, yeah, the Switch is just... the Switch 2 is a no-brainer upgrade over the Switch 1. It does everything the Switch 1 does, but better, and fixed a few of the problems. I've got some concerns about how long those magnets are going to keep up. I saw a video of someone who got a hands-on preview with one showing that even when they're attached on the side, they've got a bit of wiggle room. And with how it connects on the side, I'd be a little concerned that that could bend and start to become more wobbly through wear and tear. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what the longevity of it's like. I do wish they had gone from an OLED screen instead of an LCD, but also understand that probably would have pushed the price point up a little bit further. I actually feel the price point for the console itself is pretty reasonable. At least from what I understand, that puts it at a more competitive price points than something like the PS5 or the Xbox, which is to be expected because the hardware is not as powerful. But you don't get a Nintendo console to get a powerful console. You get it because you want the games that are going to be on that platform, and because you want versatility with being able to play on the go or in locations other than at your couch or at your computer desk, right? So I think they've been quite clever about it, but obviously the big contentious point is that they're raising the price point, the standardized price point for their games. And that I do understand as a bit of a concern. However, I also think that if you didn't think the price of the games was going to increase, you were fooling yourself, because it happens almost every generation. And the reality is that the price of everything is going up across the board. So the fact that games are getting a little bit more expensive, it's kind of... it doesn't surprise me. I don't like it, but it doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I agree, Sander. And also, welcome, Sander. How you doing, mate? Yeah, GTA 6 is going to be the big trendsetter when it comes out, because that's going to be like the new price point for big AAA games. I do think that some of the Nintendo games, if they're all at that higher price point, are going to be a bit overpriced for what they're worth. And the problem is that Nintendo games don't often go on sale the same way that PC games do, thanks to the competitive nature of the different game stores that are available, Steam, Epic, etc. GOG, for example. So yeah, I don't love the new price point. I understand the new price point, but I think just gotta wait and see how it all plays out. The one thing that kind of flipped a switch in my brain and made me sit back and just do a double take is I heard someone ask the question, how many games does a console need to have that you want to play before you will buy the console? So, you know, new console releases, does it need to have just one game on it, and that's enough for you to want to buy that console just for that game? Or does it need to have 2, 3, 5, 10 games that you're potentially interested in before you buy the console? I mean, yeah, I agree, Santa. It depends on what the quality of the games are. I'm not the kind of person that would normally buy a console just to play Mario Kart. It would need to normally have some other kind of first-party title as well. So, you know, being able to pick out something like the latest Breath of the Wild or the latest Mario game kind of makes it more appealing. But where I saw this question asked, a lot of the responses were saying, I'd only need it to have one really good game, maybe 2, and that would be enough for me to be able to justify buying the console. To which point it was kind of like, well, if you're willing to drop that amount of money for a console and a game, is a $10 increase on the price of the game really that much of an impact, considering that you're already willing to fork out that much money? It's odd. I mean, if you were wanting to buy like 20, 30, 40, 50 games with that console, yeah, okay, that's a lot of additional incremental revenue that you're going to have to be paying for those games, right? If you're only buying a couple, is the impact really that big? I'd say. At the end of the day, it is just tech corporations being greedy, and as much as I love Nintendo because it's core to my childhood, I do think that's a bit of a misstep. Nintendo are a little bit greedy and a little bit overprotective of their IP, but goddamn, so many of their games are just fun. It's just, it stokes that childhood nostalgia. Like, I can't help but like listen to the Legend of Zelda main theme, and it just puts a smile on my face, you know? It's that core nostalgia and memories. Alright, what did I miss here? Yeah, you agree, games are way too much though. 90 euros for physical Mario Kart is insane. I mean, to be honest, how many people are buying physical games these days? I don't remember what the last physical game was that I bought. Actually, do I? I picked up a bunch of PS4 games on the cheap after the PS5 came out. I got like the Mass Effect trilogy, Horizon Zero Dawn, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I managed to pick up a bunch of those for cheap. I think those were the last games that I purchased. And guess what? I haven't played the damn things. I started the Mass Effect trilogy, and I think I got partway through the first one, which, to be fair, would be me replaying it for like the third time. But the intent was that I would do a full playthrough because I've never played the last one in the trilogy. Damn it. I'll get there one day. We'll get there one day. Wasn't GTA 6 going to be like $100? At least I heard it would be. I wouldn't be surprised if they market it at $100. However, if they sold it for less, it'd be literally flying off the shelves. TNT PV, you know the Switch do have more games down the road. Every console's going to have more games down the road. The question is, how many of them are going to be exclusives and are actually going to be like a A-rank, A-tier game? Mate8, you're buying a Switch because you know there'll be a lot of games you're interested in, even if they're not on it immediately. I'll never buy a PS5 though, because there are only a couple of games on it I like. I'm in the same boat. I love what the PS5 does from a tech perspective, with having the SSD and the better graphics and everything, but there's just not enough games on there that I'm interested in, and I'm so used to gaming on a PC now that the thought of having to go and sit down and start up a console to be able to play a game feels weird and foreign to me, and I don't like it. Which is strange, because for most of my childhood, I was a console gamer. What else did I miss here? Purple Swirl. Welcome back, Purple Swirl. How you doing? You would say 3, but honestly, with Nintendo, I just want Fire Emblem title. Yes! Which is not for their Switch 2 yet, so not buying. I'm sure it's going to be not far off, though. Fire Emblem games come out, what, every 2 to 3 years? So it's probably not a long wait for a new one. Also, welcome back, Purple Swell. I hope you're aiming for another bingo today. I'm sure you'll be able to get one. Naive Melody, if you set your clock back yet, Grail? No. Daylight Savings kicks in overnight tonight, which is great because it means I get a little bit more of a sleep in, and I'm keen for it. Is things tonight? Or was it actually first thing this morning? If it was, I missed it. I didn't even realize that it changed, but I thought it was overnight tonight. I could be wrong. Brain, you own all the consoles, you own Nintendo and PlayStation for the exclusives, own an Xbox with the old delisted games. That's impressive that you've got that much money to actually put down for all of them. That was first thing this morning. Cool, that's why I feel more rested. I did actually get more sleep overnight. Awesome. I was in bed at like 1 AM and then I was like, oh, I've got to be up at like 7, so that's 6 hours sleep. No, I got a bonus 1 hour. I got my pre-order DLC bonus 1 hour of sleep. Perfect. Gray, welcome back, mate. How you doing? Alright, you have a Hello Kitty branded banana milkers to drink this stream. You've always got some kind of wonderfully flavored drink for these streams, and I love it. It makes me feel cozy. Richard, the only physical games you've gotten recently were the Xenoblade Chronicles X, Tears of the Kingdom, Xenoblade 3, everything else we've gotten on Steam. Yeah, fair enough. Like I said, I honestly very rarely purchase new physical games. It's probably the instant gratification side for me, because I know if I buy it online, I can just start downloading it straight away, and it's generally slightly cheaper than a physical version, and I can't justify like an extra $10 or so just to have a plastic case to keep the game in. I mean, yes, there's all the concerns out there around, you know, the long-term sustainability of the digital environment and, you know, ownership of the actual product, etc. Personally, I'm not too concerned about that. Yes, it's nice to have a big library of games to be able to play, but the reality is I don't need all of them. If something happens and some get delisted and become unavailable in the future, I'm personally not too concerned about it. What does concern me, though, is the thought of just lost media in general, not the fact that it specifically happens to me. Things like the Internet Archive and other projects that are there to kind of document and keep everything alive in some shape or form, I think are amazing projects and should be supported. Gus, still playing your homebrew PS3. Nice, keep it real, mate. Alright, I'm going to quickly catch up on a bit more chat, and then we're going to get into some actual gaming to see what happens next in Faye Falling. Sorry, scroll on the chat is being a little bit of a pain for me. Where did I get up to? Gino, you like Switch for how cheap games are, but with the 2 you don't know. I mean, are they really that cheap? Not really. Some of the indie games are probably quite nicely priced on there. Said, I'm not interested in Mario Kart World. Doesn't look in practice it'll be all that different from Mario Kart 8. Don't think the free roam mode will be that interesting in the long term. I think the free roam mode is going to be great for kids. Young kids who are kind of getting into gaming, just about to put it on. It's non-competitive. They can just explore. It's basically just more free world platforming, but with restrictions. But a little bit higher speed. Like, it could be great fun, just wander around and see what secrets are there. And I think that's what's going to make or break the free roaming component, is what is there actually to discover? Is it just about finding fun routes to get from A to B? Alright, sure, whatever. But if there's actual secrets, maybe unlockable costumes or card upgrades or something like that, then it becomes more appealing and actually you've got purpose to the open world. On the other hand, sure, some people would love it just to explore and immerse themselves in a Nintendo world a little bit more. Would not be surprised, though, to have speedrunners go, right, what is the fastest possible route from one side of the map to the other, excluding how you do it through like a Grand Prix, 4 in a row race style thing. Just free roam mode, A to B, fastest possible, how do you do it? Someone will have fun with that for sure. Jensky, don't know how you feel about the whole physical cartridge only being a key to access and download a game. The point of physical cartridge is so I always have the game, not just a key for digital. That I 100% agree with. A physical cartridge or disc for the other consoles should not just be a key that allows you to download the rest of the game. It's a storage device. It should come with the bloody game loaded on it. There are a handful of people out there that still don't have dedicated internet access, so don't have that luxury. They would buy a physical game expecting they can put it into their console and play the damn thing, not have to download 100 gig of updates before they can use it. Santa said, yeah, Jensky, there's still physical cartridges of the game on them. I'm not surprised, but yeah, it sounds like there's a bit of a mix. You're surprised there's no new Fire Emblem game because Engage was already finished way before it was released. It was held back for some reason. What has IS been up to? I guess we will find out, but I'm hoping whatever their next project is, it's going to be revolutionary in the same way that Three Houses was when it came out on the original Switch. That made such an impact and kind of shaped the next handful of Fire Emblem games. So I'm going to be interested to see what they're able to do that shakes up the formula in an interesting way. Whatever it is, I will be getting it. Yeah, maybe I agree. Fire Emblem probably next year at the latest. Yeast, has Umehara Kawase Shun come up yet? The sequel to the original. It's on the wheel. It hasn't come up yet, no. Okay, our stream's 2 hours later. Okay, so yeah, absolutely, Daylight Savings has kicked in. Awesome. What else did I miss here? Sorry, I'm going to skip a couple of messages. Panda is absolutely enjoying the extra hour of sleep, although I think she was using it earlier just to run around like a maniac. Snood, can't afford physical games with us making you buy a dozen Steam games a month. Yeah, I mean, that is 100% true. I have had so... What was the last game I actually bought for myself? I mean, there was the Final Fantasy 14 expansion, but that was over a year ago now. No, I already had that one. I just finally got around to playing it. Yeah, I got nothing. I honestly don't know. What the hell was the last game I bought for myself? Great question. I'm going to have to look into that and find out. Oh, it might have been some stuff I picked up in the Steam sale, but that was just because they were on my wish list. I didn't want to just grab them when I had a chance. In terms of what I've actually picked up and played, I've got no idea. Will I play games yet? In a minute. Give me a sec, camera. We're nearly there. TNTBV, those physical keys aren't the only type of physical copies. They're a replacement for a code in the box. They absolutely are. They're a replacement for a code in the box that just makes you feel slightly fancier because you've got something to actually put into your console. That's all it is. Ice is usually good at not sticking too tightly to a formula and keeping things fresh, so that's good. Agreed. There's one Tony Hawk game that only has a demo and disc with a day one update containing the actual game. Now that servers are down, it's basically useless. Yes, and that's exactly why physical media should come preloaded with the bloody game in the first place. Purple Swirl, to be fair, Nintendo seems to wait till their games are almost ready, then announce them. Yeah, as the Metroid Prime 4 was absolutely the exception to that. But I mean, if you keep in mind, like Super Mario Odyssey, I think we'd heard rumors of a new first-party 3D Mario game coming out, but its reveal, I think, was when the Switch 1 dropped. It was like, boom, we've got a Switch and surprise, new 3D Mario game. Have fun. Yeah, everyone's like, hang on, wait, what? Almost in the same way that in the Switch Direct, there was that Silk Song teaser of about 6 seconds of footage, and everyone's like, hang on. It's coming out this year, and that's how you announce it? I think when we get an actual release date, I actually want to do a Hollow Knight stream in the lead up to the release of Silk Song, because I've not played Hollow Knight yet, and I think it would be quite fun to actually play through it and finish it before Silk Song releases, eventually. But I am very keen for Metroid Prime 4. I've played all 3 of the mainline trilogy, and they're fantastic. Yeah, Gust, it was basically, it was like, hey, look at all these games that are coming out. Here's this one, Silk Song, surprise, and on to the next game. Just, they didn't want to know about it. Some guy, the most recent game you purchased was Curse Crackers. Nice, thanks for supporting the devs on that one. Curse Crackers is a fantastic game. And a used physical copy of We Love Katamari for PS2 with the case and manual for $17 plus tax. That is a bargain. I've not played any of the Katamari games, but I've heard that they're just great fun. Alright, we are all caught up. Thank you. I love a little bit of chat around these kinds of things. So on that note, let's get ourselves back into Faye Falling, our first game of the stream. We're not going to worry about bringing up the bingo cards yet, because we played this one last time. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I swear to God, the stream software, for whatever reason, just makes it so that Bluetooth controllers can't connect. I don't know what it is. I tested it, it connected fine before I started the stream. And as soon as I start the stream, it goes, no, I can't do that. Sorry, I don't know what a controller is. Please wait. Try again. Which means I have to remove it as a device and then re-add it as a device. Come on. There it is. Reconnect, and we should hopefully be good. Otherwise, this is going to be embarrassing. Technology is the best and the worst, and I don't know why it's this one particular thing that has problems. Oh, cool! It's reconnected the controller, but also still says no controllers detected in Steam. So that's fan-freaking-tastic. God damn it. And it's just going to be annoying because one of those games that I've started playing with a controller, and now if I can't continue playing with the controller, it's going to be a problem. Let's just quickly relaunch Steam before we get into things. Sorry, guys. Blame, I don't know, Bill Gates. Amra, we are going to be playing Faye Falling. It's the game that we're playing at the end of the previous stream, and it got voted on to be able to come back in for an additional 30 minutes. It was fantastic little JRPGs. Obviously, it pays homage to a lot of other popular games, a lot of Undertale influence, quite interestingly. That's kind of why I think I'm keen to see where it goes, because it's a more serious kind of version of Undertale. Is that a game name? Yeah, Faye Falling is the name of the game. How are you still not finding the controller? Seriously? Steam? Why? Why do you have to do this to me? Alright, we're going to try one more time. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to have to somehow manage playing with keyboard and mouse. The way Bill Gates intended, apparently. Try again. Oh, and while I'm doing this, just an FYI, in case people hadn't spotted it, 100% Orange Juice went and dropped another update. Like, there's new content available right now. Okay, remove that. Okay. I think they updated and brought back a new Chaos game mode. Alright, there's the controller. You say you're connected, but Steam is still detecting nothing. God damn it. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to make do. Okay, we're gonna pause the music. I said we're gonna pause the music. Thank you. Battery site, did the schedule change because of the daylight time savings? Yes, it did. So I was still starting the stream at 8 AM my time, but it has changed for everyone else. It does blow my mind that the world doesn't all do daylight savings at the same time. That's kind of weird. Nope. Well, that's probably why we're having problems. Thank you for just showing the wrong screen there. There we go. All right. So this is Faye Falling. This is what it looks like. And you might be able to tell I love the art style. Yeah, it is. Controller shows us connected, but it is not connected. Does nothing. So I'm going to have to figure out what the controls are for keyboard now, which is a shame because this one actually had good controller compatibility. Looks like it's Z to accept. Okay, so it's going to be those kinds of controls. I actually do controls from here. That's annoying. Alright, well, we'll see if I can adapt, but I'm so annoyed about that. It's literally, it was connected and then it timed out while we were chatting. I should have just twiddled the thumbstick or something so it didn't time out. My bad. Alright, let's get into it. Faye Falling, we have an extra 30 minutes on the clock, which will start now. Yep, there we go. Right, and we'll get back into it. Okay, yes, that's right. We're in the desert dunes. So we don't even quite know who we are in this game. But yeah, the art style and this character design reminds me so much of... Oh, I mentioned it last time, and now it's gone from my mind. It was the PlayStation game. You play as like a little wanderer going through the desert. God damn it, my brain is the worst. Alright, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, red cloak character going through the desert. Journey, that's the one. Yes, thank you, Richard. And Western Stations. Absolutely, Journey was the one I was thinking of. But yeah, art style is similar to Hyperlight Drifter, another game that I'm yet to play. Alright, hello, this was the shop. We did buy from you last time. Okay, cool, that's my inventory. Look how slick that is. Let's have a look. Yes, we had the cleanser, spirit water. We've got a sickle and a cloak, which gave an extra defense. We've got 72 coins left. Did we want to buy anything else? Charm recovers mana. Cleanser heals hex. Okay, so this is the first thing I've noticed that I'm not 100% happy about, is when you're in the shop, it doesn't show you the quantity that you currently have. But it looks like the merchant's stock actually decreases as you buy things, which is interesting. Wasn't expecting to actually have a stock level. Journey's a PlayStation game, yes. I believe it's in... Oh no, it's stopped being an exclusive. Ah. If that's the case, yeah, absolutely. If you have not played Journey, play it. It is a phenomenal game. It's not the most intense, but it is one that will stay with you forever. It's an experience in a good way. I found a herb. What does a herb do in its home? It heals 15 HP. Fantastic. We love that. It's a tall dark crystal. Dash can't break it. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Can't interact with that. Oh, hello. We have a fight here. Here we go. So for people who haven't seen this game before, we can show you the combat. And you'll be like, yeah, this looks like kind of Undertale, kind of Earthbound. Shadows surround you. Oh, just straight up hit me with a hex seal. Love that. Thanks. Right. So that was inspect. This is magic. Hex seal. Demonic fangs bite into an enemy. May inflict hex. Okay, well, we're just going to hit him with Soul Fire. Perfect. That only did 2 damage. That's not a lot. Okay. I get hit by my Hex. Alright, what is happening here? Right, okay. That's the thing. Love that. Let's try a physical attack. Yeah. 1 damage. Okay, you're a little tanky. I don't like this. Alright, let's do better. There we go. Evade and counterattack. Perfect. I'm going to need to cure this Hex on me, or I'm going to be in trouble. Let's use that. Because if I'm just good at... Uh-oh. Gotcha. Okay. If I'm just good at dodging, I won't take any damage. But the Hex was just constantly hurting me. So we managed to do 2 with that. Let's just get a well-timed attack here. Better. Still only does 1. Okay, great. I was hoping that might do 2 damage, but I guess not. Okay. I'm a little disappointed that it's always the same minigame. Ooh, critical hit. Nice. Counters are good. You're damn right I survived. Man, the skin of my teeth, it feels like. Alright, well, we've got some more money over here. And we can use that to get some extra healing items from the shop. Because until we get a healing spell, that's going to be our only way to get health back. So did I miss something over there? Because I thought that would be the way that I was meant to be going, but I guess not. Yeah, so the stock goes down by 10% for each one I buy. We'll get a couple of those as well. Cool. So hang on, did I miss something over here? Because there was crystals that I couldn't break. I thought there would be a switch or something to activate. Oh, that is an island that I can walk on. Yeah, that kind of helps. Those ones I can smash through. So what are you? Limit fills as damage is taken. Oh, okay, confirmed this is a full JRPG. We're going to have a limit break. I'd be curious to know, because I know there's a lot of people in the community here that play JRPGs, but of all of the ones that you have played, which ones have got the best combat system? I mean, I still look to Final Fantasy V as having the best job system out of all the Final Fantasy games, but there's a lot of good JRPG combat systems out there. Once full, melee attacks have over 3 times power. Perfect, so instead of hitting a 1, it'll hit a 3. Love that. Priestess comforted an old friend once when his time ran out. I'll never forget that kindness. You tilt your head. You know, I heard rumors that she was... I'm glad she's okay. Interesting. Something happened to someone. And we feel a way about that. Okay, more save points. This place is more expansive than you would expect. Epic Battle Fantasy V by Matt Rozek. Nice. Okay. This... Oh, good. It failed. Love that. This could be very, very bad for us. No! I walked into it. That's so annoying. Alright, we are going to be hitting them with some Soul Fire, I think. Because that's going to hit both of them. Go. Yes, nice. Insta-killed one of them. We're getting stronger. Ah, you actually earn XP mid-fight like that. That's unexpected. Okay, well that's reasonably easy to deal with. Okay, I like that one. Counterattack. Ow. I'm hurt by their thorny body. I mean, makes sense. He looks like one of those, like, tower cacti things from Mario games. Right, we'll hit you with another spell, and then we're going to go and heal after this, I think. Okay. Goodbye. At least we don't get countered by that. Yeah, Gino, Journey is good. Remember getting that from your library and playing it in one city? Yeah, I played it through in basically one session as well. Like, you just set aside an evening for it, and you're going to have a blast. Alright, what are you? Spirit flowers. Charming. Yes, I know I can just... Why did that not work? Okay, no, I can't dash through those ones. They are different. Wager trial. Well, we're not going to do that yet. Sandstorm's raging ahead. They've grown stronger since they left us. Well, let's just use that, because that should heal us. Nope, that one doesn't. Okay. It's only specific ones that do, then. I do remember them saying something about, like, it's only the tall ones that would do it, so I'm guessing this one won't either. No. Great! Great. I don't remember you. I must have come past him before, unless I came up this way. I did. I came up from here and I haven't been over to the left. Because I kind of want to see what that is. That looks important. But I'm also nearly dead, so let's heal up before things get really bad. Okay. We'll be fine on MP for now. What are you?
It's a stranger. Can you help me? I think I'm lost.
Where are you going?
I can't remember.
Well, I can't really help you then. Cool story, bro. Hey. What happens if I dash into you? Do I get an opening hit? No, I do not. They always go first. At least the hex failed. Alright, Soulfire for the win! Hit all of the things. It only hit 2 of them because the other one was protected, but that's fine. That kills 1. Excellent. Kind of interesting, though, that counter-attacking while good does mean I am definitely going to hurt myself. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so as long as the other one doesn't shield, we can kill both right now. Get him! Yeah, I didn't get the first hit. Thought I would, but didn't. Oh, his shield was still there. Huh! Doubt attacks, but the attack was too weak. Classic mid-combat level up. Excellent. I got more attack, good, and more magic as well, and more mana, and more speed. New spell, Blade Strike. That sounds great. It's a defensive. Drains an enemy's power. Okay, lowers their attack. That'll be good for boss fights, I guess. Hello. Please die. Thank you kindly. Get wrecked. Okay. I think we're getting better at the combat, but I can see there's obviously going to be a lot of potential for complexity. The question is whether or not they capitalize on it. Okay, well, there's the giant floating skull again, so we have just looped around to this side. And so far, at least, these save points are fairly plentiful. The last time we did one of these, I think it triggered a cutscene, so yes, we'll meditate. We'll stop and think. Contemplate our navel. It always felt like no one could really see me. Because you're a ghost. Like I just blended into the walls. Maybe they were just scared? That acknowledging me would make everything that happened real. What did happen? You have to admit that the aesthetic of this game is pretty cool. Like, you've got this nice little sandy desert, cloak-figured, ghostly boys, and then you've just got giant cybernetic floating eyeballs for reasons. Alright, we're going to go down here and we're going to talk to this skull, see what he's about. Okay, that's a new enemy. Fear. Too fast to have... Ow! That hurt a lot. Fear and paranoia. I do like how all the enemies are, like, named after negative emotions. Got you with the counterattack, though. Paranoia got nothing on me. Alright, Soulfire again. I am worried that this game is going to be surprisingly short. It does not feel like one of those games where you're intended to grind. Alright, excellent. We survived again. Yeah, some guy leveling up did fully heal HP and MP. I agree. It's so nice when games do that and that you can kind of plan around it. Alright, hello.
You again. Please, stop following me.
Anxious spirit flees once more. Question is, where is he gone now? And how do I get down to all of that? Because we still can't get through there. What does this say? Oh, that was just the wager trial. Do we see what the wager trial is? I feel like we do. You got whatever that is up there. I like it's already given so many different options to explore. No stronger since they left us. Who is they? This is Faye Falling, Gino. What did I miss up here as well? Not a major RPG fan, but Chrono Trigger is my favorite combat system. Chrono Trigger is an all-time classic. Already need to play the game on epic difficulty more. Already beat a few of the optional bosses already. It was really fun. Some guy, you can earn EXP mid-fight in Pokemon 2. It's even more apparent with the double, triple rotation battles. Yes. Being able to use level ups as well to your advantage. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to leave. Is such a fun tactic as well. The wager trial. 3 treasure chests, 2 empty, 1 full. Oh, okay, this is a classic since freaking Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. I think was the first time I encountered something like this. Pay a little bit of money, and you get a 1 in 3 chance. Like, it's so unnecessary. There's no countdown. There's no hints as to which one it might be. This one. No, it's empty. Cool. Well, that was 10 gold well spent. Thank you. That was fun. All right, moving on. What else did we have over here? Have we been this way? Yes. Okay, yeah. That's where we came from up there. Stage 2, acceptance. Stage 1, arrival. I thought one of these would say stage 3, but I guess not. That's fine. We know what 2 of them are. I want to find out what these things are. We'll never know. Alright. Let's carry on this way. That we've already checked out. What's in here? Hi. Weird floating eyeball things. Can't get through there either. Guess we come back for this, whatever that is. Creepy. Okay, that we've been through. This way we have not. Attacks from enemies with 100 speed are too fast to evade. Yeah, we found that one out the hard way. Ah, you're a teleportation stone. Excellent. Yeah, this game has fast travel. Wouldn't expect it, but it does. Found a cleanser. Lovely. I will apply that in the morning. Alright, what's... Oh, that's a ledge. I didn't see it. I missed the thing up there. I should be able to teleport back to it later. I can't smash that with my dash. Yeah, haven't we been here? Oh, we have. Okay, so that looks... Alright, sorry. I've got to go back. I've got to find out what on earth that thing was. What's up here? Hi. Complete the challenge for a prize. I mean, that sounds fun to me. What's the challenge? Okay, that one we can smash through. Divine Trader. Soul Spirit. Can I interest you in some rare items? Absolutely. That's expensive, but it's good. 2 extra damage and a magic. Yeah, we will take that. Alright, thank you very much. I hope to see you again. That is a great upgrade. Look at that. As a lot of games would say, it's like, oh, that's now my best in slot attack weapons. I can only have 2 to choose from. Calm down. Calm down. The Mirror of Light will set you free. I'm wondering what's going on with all these light spots. There's going to be something here that we can interact with for sure. There's a tall tablet with moving, glowing hieroglyphs. Interact. Is this a puzzle? Collect all diamonds. Okay. But how? Ooh, like this. Hey! Okay, okay. We have mini games. Oh, that's risky. Got it. Okay, okay. Excellent. Can't keep me down. We are always winning. Now what? We get the chest? You can see the inspiration from like the Legend of Zelda and like Undertale influences. Found a spirit cloak. Excellent. To go with our spirit scythe. It still only gives 1 defense. Translucent and weightless. Perfect. Well, we're going to equip it so that we have the spirit set. Maybe there's some kind of hidden set effect that we don't know about. Yeah, the mini games are a nice way to just to shake things up and keep it feeling fresh. What did you want? Oh, that's right. You told us about... Yes, they must be around here somewhere. Well, we'll keep looking and see who and what we can find. Oh, it's you again. What is up with you? As you step towards the spirit, they move to flee once more, but something makes them hesitate. They glance back at you with cautious eyes. Did you want to hurt me? You shake your head. But that's probably what you'd say if you did. You look back at them blankly. I noticed that the shadows that roam this world seem particularly drawn to you, don't they? You frown. They showed up once the Numenors disappeared. But they were just lingering in the dark until you showed up. Watching. Waiting. How strange. How very strange. You watch on silently as they pace back and forth in frantic thought. Constant murmuring escapes their bony lips. There's no such thing as bony lips. Your lips don't have bones in them, and if you don't have lips, you just don't have lips. But you fail to make sense of any of it. Your patience waning, you take a step back to leave. Wait! They break to a sudden stop and look at you nervously. You're different from the others, aren't you? You can feel it. Who are you, little spirit? Well, my name is Vesper. Cool name, Vesper. Nice to meet you. You're a bit of a coward, aren't you? Here. Go ahead. Take one. Quickly. What are they? Skill, Weeping Wounds. Ailments inflicts an additional point of damage against enemies. Okay, this is like choosing Pokemon. Here we go. Soul Hound. Sorry, wait. Soul Scope. See traces of hidden items. Yes. Hell yes. Finding secrets is always more worthwhile. The question is, can I actually use that here? No, it's a passive. It must be a permanent thing. Interesting, interesting. Why are you looking at me like that? Please stop. I'm gonna keep talking to you. Alright, onwards. Yeah, got me an item finder of some kind. Oh, okay, we're in another one of these little kind of in-between areas. Because yeah, we just woke up in like a rainy puddle. As you walk across the calm waves, you start to feel seasick. A stabbing pain begins pulsating from your wrists. You helplessly attempt to massage them, trying desperately to dull the pain. But it only grows more intense. What happened to my wrists? Was I shackled? Kinky. Okay. This area is pretty, but hard to navigate. Okay, not that way. What's up here? Hello, it's a painting. Your eyes widen as you look the painting up and down. It is actually. It felt oddly familiar, that dark ocean blue. Not quite a memory, not quite a dream. It was so... You gasp and hold up both your wrists. The pain was suddenly gone. And so was the painting. And the painting was too. Ooh! Sorry. Like, the writing is not bad. It's maybe a little artsy, but there's so many little things like this that make me think of, like, just sitting around a campfire telling really bad, spooky stories. Like, you went into the art museum and you saw a painting that felt oddly familiar. You looked down at your hands to contemplate your fingertips, and when you looked back up, the painting was gone! Spooky. The raging sandstorm's too intense to walk through. So where am I meant to be going then? Put us back here. Hi. Oh, you found them? Yeah, I found Vesper, if that's who you're talking about. Oh no, I found, yeah, they're looking for flowers. And the priestess a basket of spirit flowers. Thank you. You're so kind. That seems like an increasingly rare trait sometimes, doesn't it? Just listen to how gorgeous the music is. Let me know if I need to bump it up a little bit for you guys. I think I do. It's a little on the quiet side. I'm Sarah, by the way. Sarah. Here, take this. You received the desert crystal. The, not a, just the. It'll allow you safe passage through the great sandstorms. Oh, thank you. I could have done with that earlier. Oh, got something more to say? Oh, about what you mentioned earlier, the 4 blue trees? I've asked around for you, but... You frown, but the priestess flashes you a reassuring smile. Maybe you could come with me? If I actually manage to awaken the Numenors, they might be able to help you. Also, interesting that she doesn't have legs, but I do. So although I dressed similarly, we are not the same. There's probably other areas back there that I could go through. Yeah, there's definitely things I could find if I were to backtrack, because there were other areas with raging sandstorms that I couldn't get through previously. You hear a faint, distant whisper. Dear Spirit, you're doing so well. I know you'll be able to reach me. I will do my best. Got anything else to say? No. Okay. That is pre-recorded message. Agility trial. Okay, that sounds like fun. We'll check that out after I talk to you, because you look a little worse for wear. You're going to visit them, aren't you? The Numina that once watched over these harsh dunes. They're gone, soul spirit. They're never coming back. Okay, I'm going to go do a fun little agility trial. Thank you for all that. Your high score is 0. Damn straight. Let's do this. I have to pay. Dash through and burst as many colored balloons as you can in 30 seconds. Popping a white balloon will deduct you 5 points. Okay, so don't pop the white ones. Pop all the others. I have no money left anymore. Don't pop the white ones. Okay, we need to... Yes, there we go. Combo them. Not like that. Like that. Perfect. Yes, love it. Good. Efficiency. Yeah. Okay, another double there. Maybe a double here. Definitely a double. Ah, too slow. 25. Okay, does that get me money back? Yes. Okay. Can I do it more than once? Yeah. Okay. It only costs 10, so I can earn infinite money right here. This is how we do it. This is the game now. We're going to just farm money through the minigame, and then we can buy out everything that there ever was in a shop. And we're just making this game pay to win all of a sudden. It's like those games where it's like, well, technically you can win, but you have to watch like 50 ads in a row, and then you can afford that thing that someone with a credit card bought 5 years ago. There we go. Nice. Oh, we got 3 on that one. New record. Excellent. Alright, well, we've got a little bit of pocket money now. Very cool. Now, if I were playing this normally, I would backtrack to try and figure out like what were in some of the areas that we may have missed earlier. But I'm not. So we're going to press onwards for the sake of time. The Numinous Chamber is just up ahead, I think. I haven't really visited for a while. You're kind of quiet, aren't you? Yeah, I'm the protagonist. I'm not allowed to talk. Oh, by the way, you should try to avoid that, troubled blacksmith. He tends to pester new arrivals the most. Okay, good to know. Alright, this one we've already seen. Yes, I know, I'm kind of quiet. I would like to go now, thank you. Alright, so we've got some enemies up there. That's the first time I've seen a ladder. Let's climb the ladder. What's the worst that could happen? Comes with a sound effect. Hello. Okay, fast travel rune. Cool. What? I can't break the pots? What kind of nonsense game is this? Oh, it's you again. You're creepy. You have 10 seconds left. Cool. Well, we're going to talk to this guy in a second then. Full page will unlock the door.
Ah! A customer. Excellent, excellent. Just in time, just in time. I'll sell you a swell secret item for just 30 gold. What do you say? Yes. You received a worm. Yes, yes, enjoy.
Thank you? It's a key item. The description is
Wiggly.
fantastic. I love it. Thank you. Alright, we are out of time. Which means it's back to the vote. It is going to be over to you to decide if we are going to be playing another 30 minutes or if it is time to spin the wheel. Now, this one has already passed once. We can do a second pass and it just gets another 30 minutes. If it gets passed a third time, that's where we do a full playthrough. So I'm going to open the poll over to all of you. Do you want to see another 30 minutes of this? Or do you want to spin the wheel? If you want to spin the wheel, click yes. Or not click yes, but do exclamation vote yes. If you want to see more, vote no. I am personally enjoying this, and this might actually be a game that, whether or not it passes on the poll, that I go and play in my downtime, just because it's chill and I'm loving it. However, this is also a Wheel of Misfortune stream, so I would not blame you if you wanted to see some fresh games. Just hopefully nothing that requires using a controller, because the controller says no, not today. Also just realised that this entire time that we've had the game going, we've not actually had PandaCam up. My bad. We could have had PandaCam the entire time. But you guys didn't tell me that it was missing. And so this is all your fault. This is what we miss out on. It says there is no time left. Is that actually true? It's been glitching up a little bit on me recently. Okay, yeah, it is done. We can close the poll. We got 16 votes. Thank you to everyone that put their vote in. And it was 75% yes. So we are going to be stopping there with Faye Falling and moving on to a new game. Which makes me a little bit sad, because I would have loved to have done a full playthrough of this one. But that's okay. Another time. Maybe it'll pop up in 3 years on side quest. Who knows? Anything could happen. Could happen. Not will happen, just could happen. But this means we get to play some bingo now, which is always good fun. So let me pop a little bit of background music on. Might just need to lower the volume a touch. There we go. Perfect. Okay. It is time for a wee little bit of wheel spinning. Here we go. This is where we're at. So we've added on the games that everyone has suggested for April so far. So thank you to everyone that got in early. As we've got another Nancy Drew on there. I don't even need to look up who suggested this game. This was Gray. Gray is a Nancy Drew fan, and I'm here for it. Someone managed to get, I think it was Richard, got Bait and Katos 1 and 2 HD Remaster onto the list before it got too many reviews. Which is great. That is a fully priced game. And then I don't know what any of these other ones are, so this could be fun. I do love that we've got Lingo 2, Wander Stop, Tetris Forever all managed to get on there as well. I'm curious about the Investigator. It's just a great name. We've got Rift of the Necrodancer. There's some good stuff on here that I am keen to get into. So let's spin the wheel and see what we're playing first. Alright, coming up first is, nearly Mind Over Magnet, which is a game I have actually heard of, but instead, no, we're going to be playing Ninja Smasher, whatever that is. Let's have a look. Ninja Smasher. Alright, thank you, music, you've been great, you can go away, because we're going to be watching a trailer in a second, but first things first, just as a reminder, make sure that you have your fresh bingo card. We have added on Default Launcher as a new tile, just to kind of put a little bit more in there. In fact, what I'm going to do, give me a second, let's just move Handycam for now back up to there so you can see a bit more on the screen. There we go. Alright, let's see what we can mark off. And make sure that if you do get a bingo, if you're playing along, that you drop it into the Discord as soon as you've got it. Faye Falling still on the wheel. Is that an issue? No. If it comes up, we'll just remove it. It's just there because it hasn't been marked as complete yet because we were still playing it. So don't stress. It's all good, Squaretron. That'll get removed after today's stream. So, first things first, it definitely has less than 200 views. It only has 20, so everyone can get that middle one marked off. Some guys have wanted to do, what happens if you don't have Discord? Might not be able to play along there because I need to see an image of your completed bingo cards that we can verify. Depending on what other resources you have, you might be able to pop it into Imgur and then share a link in the chat, but the chat is pretty consistent with blocking links and there's nothing I can do to allow it through. So Discord is the easiest way to be able to share it, and Discord is free. Alright, let's see what else we can find. Otherwise, I would still say play along by yourself if you want to, and at the end of the day, you'll know if you won or not, but I won't be able to award points if we can't verify it. Right, let's see what else we've got. So it was released before 2020, not after, so we can't mark that one off. It is the same developer and publisher, so we can do that one. Do I have same developer and publisher? I do not. Unfortunate. Oh, but we do need to double check who suggested the game. Give me a second to look this up. Who suggested this one? Ninja Smasher. This was suggested by crabs. Just an entire swarm of crabs. That is all we know. Okay, well, they can't mark off that one because we don't have them in the stream at the moment, but that's fine. Let's see. No one has wishlisted or purchased this game. That's unusual. Have they made anything else? They have. This is their third game. So they had Alchemic Dungeons. Okay, yep, cool. Ninja Striker and Ninja Smasher. I wonder if this is going to be similar to 10-Second Ninja. I guess we'll find out. But no, they have made more than one game. Let's have a look. Has it had any updates? It Oh, no, there we go. Just took a bit to load. Okay, yes, there have been 2 updates, so you can mark that one off. Game has updated. Ooh, okay, nice. That's in a good spot. I like that. What else do we need to find? Do we have unique? No, this game is not unique. Sorry. Definitely not a unique game. It says it has controller support, and annoyingly I won't be able to verify that today, but we'll probably believe it depending on what we see in there. Solo dev? Can't tell. I would say probably, but there's nothing in here that tells me that they are definitely a solo dev. They don't have a website or any socials linked for me to be able to check there either. You reckon stock assets for the backgrounds? If you can find the asset somewhere and drop it onto Discord, I will allow it. I would say there's some things here that look generic enough that they could be stock assets. Like that heart icon has been around for a while. Their Steam group has only 1 member who is called Cucumber0, if that's enough solo for a attempt. You know, I think it might be, but we'll have a look and see if there are any credits in the game. But first things first, we need to watch the trailer. Let's see what the game's all about. How long is the trailer? 1:35, so not less than a minute. Oh, God damn it. The side mouse buttons always trip me up. There we go. Cucumber Factory. Music is so quiet. Let's bump that up. Alright, cool. We get a little bit of gameplay. The frame rate doesn't look great, but hopefully that's just the recording. Oh, God. Okay. So it's a precision platformer of sorts where you use combat to juggle yourself through the stage. Interesting. Has some kind of combo system with dash attacks as well. Fire Jutsu. Fireball Jutsu. Go. We're going to use that for the amazing task of lighting candles. Okay. Some interesting platforming elements. And at least a consistent art style. Alright, finding some ghosties. Thwomps from Mario. I mean, this looks like straight, like, out of Super Mario 3. That boss had... The bosses have way too much health. It feels like a Dark Souls boss with how many times you have to stab it in the butt. Like, there is a fine line between needing to make a boss fight tanky and just making it a chore. And that looks like it's going to be a chore. But there's only one way to find out, and that's for us to get into it. Can't tell if that's a original soundtrack or not, but we will find out, I guess. What I missed there? Cucumber. Cucumber0 means there exists a Cucumber1. It's entirely possible. Geno746, if the dev has a unique logo in the game itself. Sorry, I missed something there. Well, I guess we'll find out when we get into it. All right. Well, yeah, it's very retro. It looks like there's an amount of care that's gone into it. Someone obviously has a love of those retro style games. Reminds me of some of the things from like the Super Nintendo era. So it could be good. It also very well might not be. So let's go ahead and get that into the cart. You guys are going to go and play some Wordle for a hot minute while I get this purchased. So try and earn yourself another bingo tile, will ya? Because it gets one for me as well. Good luck. I'm going to go get this bought and downloaded. Let's spend some money. It is less than $10, by the way. Okay, and we'll see what size. Could you imagine if this is like over a gigabyte in size? That would be terrifying. In terms of file size, it is 47.7 megabytes. Yeah, Snood, I did spot that. It was originally in the Nintendo eShop because they had a review from Nintendo in there as well. I think from the eShop, but always kind of nice to see that. Alright, game is ready to go. Tears and Chase, good start. It is not more than a gigabyte Baltricite. It is far, far smaller. Not even close. What did I miss there? Didn't have any trading cards. It was less than $10. Nothing else that we can do yet. We'll have to get into the game to see what else we can find. Okay. Shade has worked well for you. You've got 3 letters in the right spot. Scale is a pretty good guess. So is Spade. Can't be Scale. C's already been used and it's a no-go. Ooh, Scale is definitely out. Shade is out. Can't be Slave. There's no L. Can't be Spade. There's no D. Guys need to pause and... it was Suave. No bingo tile for you today. Much sad. Very disappointed. Come on, guys. You're better than that. What the hell is Suave? Suave is someone who is like... how would you describe someone being suave? They're cool, calm, collected, a little bit sexy. Suave gentleman is that person that you were looking at and thinking, oh, they're kind of hot. And then they come over and they use an incredible pickup line on you and you're like, okay. But you're also upper class. That's when it's suave. Yeah, slick person, but also generally in an attractive sense. I don't think any of us are suave. Yeah, James Bond is a great example of a suave character. All right, we are going to have a look at Ninja Smasher. Let's launch up and see what we've got on the title screen, shall we? All right, well, it definitely does not detect the correct resolution. Can guarantee that. I also have no option to make this any bigger. All right, cool. Config. Nope, enter is not go. It's Z. All right. We have separate sounds sliders, so we can mark that one off. That's a good start. I'll find a way to make this bigger for you in a second. Do I have separate sound and volume sliders? I do not. Disappointing. All right, let's try the classic Alt-Enter. No. Screen size is here, though. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Did I break it? No, we have a full screen option. Amazing. What's after it? That is tiny. That is... We are playing in this mode. What is this? A screen for ants? Excellent. Okay. Joypad settings. Okay, there's config here. It definitely has controller compatibility, but it does not have glyphs. So that's a no-go. But it does have controller compatibility. Oof. Oh, that is... Okay, even in full screen, it's the wrong resolution because it's resized my window. Okay, so no correct controller glyphs. But it does have controller compatibility. I just don't have that one on mine. That makes me sad. How have I only got 2 out of all of this? That's ridiculous. All right. Back we go. No dev logo. We do have rebindable controls, though, so you can mark that one off. And then the credits... Font material's been pulled from somewhere. Sound material from there. Special thanks to Gamecast iPhone. Okay. All right. This is solo dev. Confirmed. This is absolutely a solo dev. Okay. Good lord. I just want to see what I've got on mine that I can mark off, if anything. How am I doing so badly with this one? Don't know about the soundtrack yet. Not purchased by anyone. Can't mark that one off. Haven't had a title drop. Holy cow, you guys didn't even win Wordle for me. Yeah, alright, so I've got to see if we've got stock assets, see if we get a tutorial. Wow, that's unfortunate. But it is what it is. I was surprised there's no music on the title screen. That's unusual. Is it stock assets or no? I would say yes, we can count that as stock assets. Plus, yes, you get credits found as well. We do actually have credits. But yeah, the font and some of the sound has been pulled from elsewhere, so I'm guessing it's not an OST, unless it's just sound effects. If someone wants to go check out what osabasi.sakura.ne.jp/m2/houses, if it has music, then it's definitely not an OST. If it's just sound effects, then we're good. Glad for Al, just want to say that I went and bought Faye Falling now. I really want to play it more thanks to the person who added it to the wheel. That was Richard MV who added it to the wheel. Absolute champ that they are. They've got great taste in games. All right, let's get into it then. We will put 30 minutes on the clock and see how we go. Let's get started. Okay, now we have music. Why was this not on the title screen? Also, why do I need 16 save files? That feels a little wild. Is it unoptimized for the minimized window? No, it's not unoptimized. It just doesn't detect the correct resolution. Okay. Cool. I see it. That's all one QuickTime event. Interesting. All right, so we got left and right movement. I would love to know. Okay, jump button is Z, and then it's X to attack. We do not have a double jump. All right. I think it might be unoptimized. It feels laggy. Okay. Yeah, but that's the Y button. I don't know what button Y is. Not that button. It's not that button. What button is Y? It's not that button. Aha! It's C. Got it. So you can dash almost any direction, but you can't dash when you're airborne. Interesting. Also, there's no music here. All right. That is satisfying. That's a pretty cool effect. Western Stations actually risked it for the biscuit. The site is in Japanese and last updated in 2008, but it looks like that's mostly stock sound effects free to use. Okay, so probably mostly sound effects, maybe. What? Okay. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. As soon as you touch it, you go. Down. Okay, we have a plunging attack. Nice. Use it for switches. Got it. I'm stuck. There we go. Okay, now we have music again. It's so inconsistent with the whole music, no music thing. Okay. That is how you get hurt. I do love that you can just bounce, bounce, bounce. That's pretty satisfying. Okay, and then if we hit this... Yep! We just blast our way through everything. Alright, the combat itself is pretty well done. Alright, purple orbs are game saves. Got it. Why, though? Shaboom. We also are collecting currency for something? Okay, you're just practicing drills there, huh, mate? He's like, alright, I swipe. Alright, hello. Help! Yeah, this is, like, really Mario Brothers 3 coded. Alright, back to the start. Obviously, we were not good enough to do that yet. We've been locked out. Sorry, but your princess is in another castle. We'll go to the left because screw tradition. I actually thought that was a path that I might be able to go down. Alright, what's in here? Okay, this is suddenly turned into a Metroidvania. Like, actually a Metroidvania. But because I can't jump and then do that dash, I can't get through there. Yeah, okay. I'm not meant to be here yet. Got it. I think it's faster just to walk, to be honest. Tengu Highway. Incredible. Someone's going to be mad that I missed that one enemy. Just going to have to deal with it. Yeah, see, I can't actually quite dash up to there. Because I can't dash after jumping. So maybe that's an extra ability that I will unlock. Only one way to find out. We'll keep going. Gus, you are that mad individual. Excellent. We found them. Yeah, that looks like a power-up over there. Okay. So far, it's just kind of cute. Do we have secrets down here? No. So I don't know why those holes are there, other than just the, like, alright, you need to make sure you're jumping over things. So far, there is... Actually, the tutorial was good. So... You can go ahead and mark that one off. The tutorial wasn't too late. It was there in time. It was a good tutorial. It showed me how to use the buttons. It would have been nice if it actually had them as keyboard controls, but it was good enough. Okay. No. Die. I also appreciate that the money automatically gravitates towards you as the player. You don't have to run around and pick it up off the ground. That's always one of my complaints in games. It's like, I'm here for the combat. Don't make me do busy work just picking up items off the ground afterwards. That's not fun. Excuse you. Please die. Okay, deeper into the cave we go. Like, so far it's not bad. It's fairly solid 2D action platformer. Kind of want to see where it goes. More of this, please. I like not having to do anything. Got the Shinobi Waraji that grants you double jump. Excellent. Now we're talking. Ooh, we can go that way, but if we go back, there was a heart that we couldn't get before. Now my question is, does killing an enemy reset your double jump? So double jump there. It does. So you can kill, jump, kill, jump. Interesting. Alright, life potion. One extra heart. That was not a potion, that was just a heart. What's the bet we get a dash later as well? Alright, over this way we go. Okay, I see what you're doing. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I missed one enemy, but that's fine. I did what I needed to do. Hell yeah. Oh look, we're in a Kirby game now. There is someone out here who's doing like, alright, once you get the double jump, you're no longer allowed to touch the ground. Like a no jump challenge. Oh, this is very Kirby coded. Alright, can't get through there, so yeah, this is real Metroidvania. And I'm down for that. I like a good Metroidvania. Just wasn't expecting to find one with this kind of retro art style, I guess. I'm guessing that's a sign for a shop of some kind? Yes. Hello! Are you a Tanuki? Possibly. Oh, it's a Pon store, okay. Throwing stars, interesting. And 500 for a life potion. Secret of the scroll, SP +1. We don't even know what to do with that yet. That's fine. Should we buy some ninja stars? Let's buy some ninja stars. Why not? Don't know what button that's attached to. Oh, okay, that button changes weapon. Gotcha. So that would happen to... No? Ah, okay, instead of dashing. Interesting. Okay. Why put a save point in here? Oh, hang on. Can I? Ah. Interesting. I can do a jump dash now, but that uses up my double jump. Makes sense. At least I know I can do that. That's cool. What are you? Just die. The enemy designs are cute. There we go, combo together. Ah, I missed. It's kind of interesting. They use the enemies more as a platforming element than they do the actual platforms. Hang on, hasn't this just looped around to where I was? Or am I crazy? Is this actually different? No, this is different? This is different. Froggo! Dead Froggo. Sorry, Froggo. And then there's more this way as well. Okay, well, we know we can't do anything with that until we get a flame spell. Get the freaking fire jutsu. Okay. So what's up here then? I know there's stuff down the bottom right. We'll go check that out soon. Okay. Need that money to be able to buy the extra heart container. I'm calling it a heart container because I am a Legend of Zelda player, so deal with it. Getting used to the flow of the combat though. Oh, and we just find a whole other area. Okay. Well, I guess we go up. Oh, we are definitely getting a third jump. Ascetic Mountain. Okay. Ah, wrong button. Look at that. You can just chain them together so well. It almost becomes more of a rhythm game, which is hilarious to me. Okay. Save there. I could buy that. Yeah, I've got enough money for it. Let's do it. Oh, and then it goes up to 1,000 for the next one. Hello. Please die. I need your money. Thank you. Why? What is this? There's so many different paths to take. This game is way bigger than I was expecting it to be. I was like, oh, this is like a fun little like hour-long platforming game. No. This is definitely much bigger in scale than I was expecting. Come here. Okay. Right. Well, this is a boss fight. 100%. Yeah, this is the boss area. That music was almost very Legend of Zelda-ish. Alright, sweet. Oh yeah, come on, we're going up. You can't put something like that in front of me and not expect me to go that way. What are you little Pac-Man dude doing up there? Okay. Right, so this is a don't hit the things until it's time to go. Like that. Alright, we have a key. Where does the key go? It goes here. Nice, we went the right way first. Okay, now we have 3 different paths to take. But when in doubt, go left first. There we go. Oi! Okay, that doesn't do enough damage to just kill him. Thank you for the hearts. Goodbye. There we go. Still getting used to that dash. Can I cut this? Plunging attack? Nope. Can't interact with that yet. Sure. Yeah, we'll go this way. Excellent. Just reminds me of like the barrels in Donkey Kong. Beautiful. That was a fun room. Loved whatever that was. There is going to be some serious speedrunning potential in this game, though, with how the movement works. Okay, I don't think we've been here yet. Excuse you. Or have we? I'm sure we went through a different door. No, we've been there. I'm going backwards. Alright. We want to go this way then. Okay, that's our way out. Oh, sweet Jesus. Huh! I think I do have a map. I just can't remember what button it was set to. I think it was shift. Oh, screw you. Okay, but why? Alright. That's where our key goes. Okay. We need another key? No, we've got enough. We're good. Boss fight time? Alright, we saw this one in the trailer. Don't know what he does. Guess we'll find out. He just summons little ghosties. Oh god, he needs to be hit like 100 times to die. Hey. I mean, at least the little ghosts just give you health back. We're just gonna tank a few hits. This is fine. You pose no threat to me. Just gonna pogo in his head till he dies. The little ghost will give me some health back every now and then. Yeah, this is how you do it. Optimal speedrunning strats right here. Ignore all of the damage. Done. Piece of cake. And there you have it. That is Grail's guide to the first boss in Ninja Smasher. Thank you very much for watching. Tune in next week for a quick guide on the second boss. Fire Jutsu! Which I assume is going to be set to C? No? What? What? Ah, I have to cycle through there. Okay, so C is always a special ability. And that uses SP to cast. Gotcha. Alright, well, we don't need to use that too often. Not yet, anyway. Excuse you. Thank you. There you go. Got that one just for you. Right. I think it was somewhere around here, or maybe in a different area. There was somewhere that we needed to light a thing using the fire. Nope. What's down here? Spiders! Oh no! They're rat spiders as well. They've got ears. Okay. Anything in here that we can do? Yes. Yeah. Love how you do actually have to jump to be able to get that to land correctly. There's a switch up there. Well, we're not getting that yet, because we can't break through there. Oh, we've been here before. This is right back at the start, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you get all the way to the right. So the whole area is circular. Right, so there's somewhere else that we have to go to find where we use the fire. Interesting. I wasn't expecting the map to loop around on itself like that. Do the shurikens do something special? Not that I've found. They just seem to be a ranged attack. And they're consumable. So I'm sure there's a boss that you could use them in where they're absolutely broken. Alright, we've done that. Come on. Let's go. I'll go do this again. I mean, to be fair, this is kind of fun. Ooh, nearly. Okay, yeah, I screwed that up. My bad. It's fine. I meant to do that. But I definitely meant to do that. Alright. Did we go down? Yeah, we did down there. That's the shop. Okay, do I have a map? Maybe, but I don't know what button navigates the map. Is to the map. Oh, there we go, that one. Okay, yeah, that's a proper Metroidvania style map. Nice. I'm kind of liking what this is doing. Yeah, everyone check off the Graeldon, something cool, then immediately fails. Go ahead, you can do that one. But yeah, this reminds me straight up of like Metroid 1 and just how the map's presented. So yeah, we need to go much further to the right and then down and we should find something. Maybe. Doesn't seem to use any color coding for doors or obstacles. It just shows you where you have and haven't been. Sometimes that's enough. Yeah, I think what they've done really well is the visuals and the impact of the combat is very satisfying. It's got a nice flow to it. The level design, the music, it leaves a bit to be desired. It's not bad, it's just a bit basic. I miss what the state tab is. Good question. What does that show? Okay, that's just zooming in and out of the map. Cool. Oh, it's like status. So how much gold, keys, time, completion percentage. Oh, we're already 13% through. Go us. Alright, this is what we came here for, though. Sorry, just one ghost hanging out. Goodbye. Oh, it's themed. Of course, yeah, of course it's themed around the game. Oh, hang on, can I? Nope. Maybe, do I need shuriken? Nope. Alright, so we don't know what works on those yet. Because it's also not just a stand here thing. It looks like it was something that needs to be cut to lower the platform, but I guess that's not it. Alright, well, not that one. Oh, goody, it's a pick a path. Top. Then bottom. Then middle again. Well, that was wrong. That one. Then that one. Then that one. This one. Secret of the Scroll. Max Fairly SB +1. Okay, cool. And then we just go back. That is so evil. Alright, well, whatever the thing is down there, we can't do it yet. So we're going to find somewhere else to use our fire jutsu to unlock a new thing. So, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the new Metroid Prime 4 gameplay. They took this series in an interesting direction, that's for sure. But I kind of like that it's gone back to its roots, you know, like stay humble and all that. So, hi. Oh, okay, you do things. You're a fox spirit. Gotcha. I was like, you're just chilling. You're just a chill guy. No, you're dangerous. How? What? Okay. Can't get that yet. Thank you for dying. Thank you for all your money. I can't leave you just after that. Okay, so the fireball does as much damage as the actual hit with the sword. No super missiles yet. They're definitely sticking to like a well tried and true formula when it comes to like how to approach a Metroidvania. But yeah, just something about the movement and the combat helps it to stick out of the crowd just a little. But I don't know if what they've done is enough. Alright, let's try going down this time. Okay. The Evernight Graveyard. Well, this is a new area. The thing is, like, you still traverse them in the same way that you traversed everything else. It's lots of wide open space with just enemies kind of chilling around for you to kill. Okay, we've got another shop down over this way. Hello. I don't have enough money to buy that. I don't need more shurikens. That's 500. Sure, I'll take that. At least they found like a good use for money in the game, though. Metroid Prime 4 looks so good. Can't wait to play it, especially on the Switch too. Although I don't think it should be sold with an upgrade. It irks me because the game's brand new. I do kind of agree with that. Like, I feel like the Switch 2 upgrades should be free, not paid. If it's just like a graphical update. If it's adding new content, okay, sure, you can kind of justify that. If the new content's good. It might just be me, but the new content for the Mario Party Jamboree game didn't look great. That didn't interest me. Oh, voice-controlled things, mouse-based games, kind of eh. I would be curious to know, for those that are looking at picking up Metroid Prime 4, do you think you would actually use the mouse controls if you're playing on the Switch? Personally, I don't think I would. Do we have infinite enemies? Oh my god. Hell yes. Alright, so here's where you farm all of your money. Just hang out here for a few hours and you'll be fine. Going to light you? No. It's like, it looks like a lamp. It's a shrine thing. Alright. And I would say the music is good as well. It's thematic. It's not particularly memorable. Maybe if you played for a few hours it would be. But it's pretty alright. Oh, here we go. This looks good. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Right. I guess this means we're heading towards another boss fight. And they've reused the music here. That's disappointing. I was hoping for at least, like, the boss areas to have a unique music track. Oh well. Can't have everything. It is also a little tricky in some areas to see what is background, what is foreground, because those purple things, I'm guessing they're meant to be drapes or windows or... I don't know. What are they meant to be? They look like they should be platforms that you can jump on, though, but they're not. Okay, I'll go this way. Yeah, the music, at least in this area, is a little too close to Zelda 2. Not in a bad way, though. Just enough to give that sense of familiarity. I think they're windows. Yeah, it's my best guess. And at least hitting the enemies does stun them a little bit as well, so you can just stun lock. I'm curious to see where they take the enemy design to see if they become a little more of a challenge. There we go. So far, they're just kind of there to help with the platforming. Alright, let's open up all of those. We go that way now. Got it. There are 3 minutes left. Let's cruise through here. Got places to be. Nope, not what I meant to do, but that's fine. We're not going that way. Oh, you thought! Not even close, buddy. Alright. No, thank you. Okay, you gotta hit him, sure. You didn't see that coming, did you? No ground today. This really is the floor is lava, but as a ninja. Alright, let's go. I still need to try out Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. What are your thoughts on that one? We only had one key. We need to find another one. Okay, it must be this way? And then where? So we went this way before. Ah, but we didn't go up over there. Okay, looks good. I'm glad they did include a downward attack in this, because it does make that much better if you get stuck in midair like that. Goodbye. There's the key. Now we run. Bonk. Bonk. Okay, and that puts us out back here, so we can go back to the right. reckon I'm gonna make it in the minute that we've got left? I'm gonna try. Good, got a heart there. No, really? I wasn't close enough to get that? Hup. Now we're gonna go down here. Nope, not there. We've done that one. I'm going to go here. Cool. There we go. Damn it, 30 seconds left. This level's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Save point. Boss fight? No, part 2. Dang! If the boss fight was there, we would have been alright. Never lucky. I was hoping to at least find one more power-up. Okay. Interesting. Nearly. I think I need to change ability. Let's do that, because then I can... Yes!
I'm a genius!
I'm stuck again! Oh no! Get out. Okay. Figured it out. Alright, no boss yet. Unfortunate. We are out of time. So we... Ooh, okay, probably would have been behind there. 3 keys needed. Oh! And unfortunately, escape closes the game. I thought I would just bring up the menu to pause it. So we're going to bring up the poll. And I really hope you guys are cool with us moving on to a new game. Because I just lost a whole bunch of progress. But it's fine. It's fine. Please get your votes in and decide... Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Poll, what are you doing? Complete... Hang on. Poll was broken. Trying again. There we go. There we go. Now get your votes in. Something went wrong last time. Yeah, save as a minute ago. It should be fine. Assuming I'll go back to it at some point. Alright, so remember, vote yes if we're spinning the wheel, vote no if it's time for something else. While we're doing that, do we see anything else? I would say... I would put that game into the bucket of good concept, poor execution. Because I think what they were trying to do with the movement and combat focused platforming is cool, but I don't think it tied together quite the way they did. I think it's let down by the basic platforming and possibly also by a lack of verticality. Yeah, just feel bored, honestly. I kind of agree. It's not a bad game, but it's just missing that special something to really elevate it to the next level. If it won the vote, you get bingo for that shit. It has absolutely sailed. Sorry, Snood. Oh, yes, I did get good tutorial on there. Nothing about sensitivity. Yeah, I think... Is it a spiritual successor to some other 2D ninja platformer? Maybe. Was it called out anywhere here? Ninja Dash, Ninja Jump, Ninja Slash, 8-bit style ninja platform action game. Fresh take on ninja-based action games. Maybe a spiritual successor, but I can't name what it's a spiritual successor to. Also love that... Oh, it does have Steam achievements and unique ones at that. There's Life Potion, Perfect Clear, 3 hours. Wow, okay, 25% of people have actually beaten the game. That kind of says something. Alright, poll is over though. I'm pretty sure that was an almost unanimous yes, other than people just wanting to be contrary. There we go, there's the results. Yeah, 93% yes, so we are going back and spinning the wheel again. Thank you very much though to Krabs for suggesting Ninja Smasher. It was good, silly fun, and almost everywhere. Oh, it did have trading cards! I missed that. Because they normally appear here. But no. It wasn't marked on there. It just said Steam Achievements. It did actually have trading cards. So you can go and mark that one off. We had stock assets. I'm just checking to see if I had anything on here. Soundtrack wasn't a banger. There's the trading cards. Didn't have any of those. Krabs is not here with us today. Okay. No luck. So if you haven't managed to get it, not bingo. You had it in your bingo, but not even close to a bingo. That's unlucky. All right. Moving on to a new game then. So make sure you do a new bingo card. Don't just clear. Do a whole new one. That way your tiles get shuffled and you have a chance of getting something new. And in the meantime, we are going to spin the wheel again. Let's see what's coming up next today. We did have credits found. Yes, Squaretron. Over the Alps. This one's been recommended a few times by the look of it, because we've got remove all instances as an option. I think I have at least looked up this one before, because I think it came up when we were still doing the community vote. Now, interesting, so it does have a free demo version. Yes. This looks familiar. The art style is lovely in this one. But let me just double check who it was that suggested this game. Over the Alps was suggested by Ustash. And they suggested it in January and February of last year. All right. Thank you very much, Ustash, for suggesting it. We'll be able to take a look. We're going back to Switzerland again. Yes. One more time. Although this one looks like it has more gameplay, so that's always a bonus. It now has over 200 reviews, so we actually can't mark that one off. It did release, I'm going to call that, yes, so for our released after 2020, basically it needs to be after January 1st, 2020. That counts. So we can hop over to our bingo cards. We can't do less than 100 reviews, but it was released after 2020, so we can do that one. Really, this is similar to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt? Are you sure about that, Steam? And Undertale. Oh my god, can you imagine? Witcher 3 Wild Hunt combined with Undertale's storytelling and personality with the characters. What a game that would be. Absolute miracle game. I don't think that's what Over the Alps is. Pancake Sparkle, welcome. How are you doing? Popped in at just the perfect time as we're about to get started in a new game. It is the same developer and publisher, so we can mark that one off. It's not just their name, though. I don't have same developer and publisher. That's a shame. No one on my friends list has wishlisted or purchased this game, so we're going to be the first to have a look at it. Stave Studios, have you made anything else? They haven't. This is their only game. Okay. Do I have that one? I've got Solo Dev and Dev Logo. I don't have... Dev only made one game. Darn. Alright, you might have that one. No, Pancake Sparkle's not new. They've been around for a little while. I'm sure Pancake was here last episode. Yeah, they show up for the streams every now and then, and they're always welcome. Always love seeing them here. Maybe because both have got Choices Matters tags. Snood, that may be it. I don't know how that algorithm works, but like down the bottom, it's like more like this. Kingdom Come Deliverance. The Walking Dead. Yes, I really do feel like Detroit Become Human is similar to this. Don't you? Like, I can see the resemblance. It's uncanny. All right, let's have a look at the trailer to see what we're actually in for here. This trailer is 43 seconds, less than a minute. We found one. The trailer is less than a minute long. It won awards for best writing. Oh, we're going to have some fun with the storytelling in this one for sure. Exactly what you want from a spy thriller, but maybe not exactly what I want from a spy thriller. The art is lovely, and that's what I love. So many of these indie games just have gorgeous art. Oh, come on. Like, this like classic cartoon postcard style is just beautiful. Hopefully original music. We'll find out soon. Okay, let's check this one as well to get some more play. This one's 41 seconds. They love their short trailers. You get to see a bit more here. Different music track. Look at the parallax in that background. Gorgeous. Oh, there's going to be so many names here that I can't pronounce. It's going to be great. Hopefully this game doesn't rely on geography, because I am terrible at geography. Yeah, I don't know any of these places. Lugano is important. Oh, that constant scrolling, shifting style feels very spy movie. Great. Shame the music cuts off so suddenly there. I feel like that could have been better edited. It feels like one of those games where it's a solid premise, but they've really undermarketed themselves, you know what I mean? Like, the art style, at least with the character designs that you can see here, remind me of Klaus that we reviewed ages ago. Let's have a peek. Have they been updated? Drum roll. I mean, yes, major technical update. Free full-length story update over the Alps. Yeah, it had updates. Okay, do I have that on mine? Because so far I've only got one thing on my card. Yes, game has been updated. I have it. Excellent. Okay, what else can we find? Do we have unique? We might. We do not. It found something with uni. What do we have with uni? Oh, community hub. That makes sense. That checks out. Okay. Branching narrative, stunning vistas to explore, a race against the law, not against time. We're racing against the law while staying undercover. Okay. Pretty positive. Interactive fiction. Found the choice and consequences to be nonsensical at times. Hey, that's part of the fun and the charm of it. Game is $18.50 dues. We do not have the game suggester in the chat, at least from what I've seen. The game suggester was Ustash. I believe they're in a different time zone, but they may be watching it back later. Ustash, if you do watch this in the future, thank you for the game suggestion. The game is $18.50 dues, so it is more than $10. I don't have the price-related one on here, but that's fine. Into the cart it goes, and over to the holding screen for you guys. Try a little harder on your Wordle this time, please. Like, I know you're a smart bunch, but monkeys and typewriters and all that. I have faith in you. You can absolutely get this. It's only 5 letters. There's only, what, 26 to pick from. Just gotta find the right 5. Right, let's get this downloading. Oops, hang on. Lost it. Over the Alps. There it is. How big is the game file? That is the question. How fast are my downloads today? That is the better question. The game file is 176 megabytes, so definitely not more than a gig. These words don't seem to be going too well for you. Rogue Trail Lunge. The U has to be in the 2nd position. Hubby is not bad. Okay, they got you the... Wow. The 2 letters you've managed to get are a U and a Y. Okay, I mean, there's a B there somewhere. It could... No, it's got to use the B. Bunny... No N's. The B is probably in the 1st position. Could be Buddy. You've not used the D yet. Could be... Can't be Bushy. The H is out. It was Buddy! Ah, see, it's because you guys are my buddies. That's why you managed to get it. Well done! You beat the Wordle. Unfortunately, I don't have that on mine, so I don't even get anything from that. Thanks, guys. Oh yeah, you have to use play game on it. Next time. But you got it. That's what's important. And on that note, we can dive into Over the Alps. And we're not going to start the timer yet, because we'll just have a quick look at the title screen first, and we'll see what on earth is going on here. And we start the timer when we get into the actual game. Hello, game. Do we have some music? We do have some music. Oh, we are straight into it. All right, well, I'm starting the timer. I'll pause it when we get to a title screen. Let me know if we need to adjust the volume. Oh, romantic night. But wait, I didn't realize we had a basement. No, less than a gigabyte. The lights aren't working. Let's go down here with a candle. Maybe there's rare wines. Oh, we're gonna have a fun night tonight. Wait, what's this card down the bottom? Ah, a small countryside village in the mountains. Yes, I know exactly what this means. Gino, no, we are counting this as released after 2020, because we have to have a cutoff mark for it. So as long as it's after January 1st, we're going to count that as after 2020. It's equal or greater than 2020. Think about it that way. All right. I don't think this is actually a menu. Is it? No, it is. Okay, hang on. So pause. This is settings. Okay. Why is there a video to watch in the settings? What is this? Oh, it's the opening video. Okay, we don't need to see that again. I was like, is this going to tell me how to actually set things? This is a very creative main menu. Exactly. I like this. Okay, we have separate sound sliders. That's good. We have a full screen option. It did not detect the correct resolution. Not even close. There we go. I don't believe it has... No, there's no windowed full screen option. That is a shame. But we have got the separate sound sliders. Excellent. Maybe there's some credits on the top screen. We'll have a look in a sec. I'm going to go ahead and say this is original music, because it's just good. Oh, we did get the dev logo. Yes, we can mark that one off as well. Okay, so far so good. All right, is there anything else here that's interactive? We have credits. Let's double check this. There are no credits. Oh, there we go. They're a click and drag style thing. Okay, it is Stave Studios. Okay, it is not a solo dev. Lead writer and narrative designer, supporting writer. I'm just looking to see music. There's sound design. Music by Andy Huckvale. All right, it is an OST. We're good. It is definitely original music, so you can safely mark that one off. All right, I think let's get into it. We'll start a new game in... We'll do the Case of the Chateau Vercoli. Ooh. Okay. Maybe they've just allowed themselves some space for more. We'll see. Let's go. We'll make a decision if the music is a banger or not soon. Timer continue. Here we go. Mussolini fumes over daring prison escape. 4 prisoners escaped from a detention facility outside of Milan last night in an incident the Italian Prime Minister has branded the work of foreign agents. In a statement this morning, Mr. Mussolini vowed that no efforts would be spared to retrieve the prisoners, whom he described as dangerous political insurgents. Okay. That sounds like a bad thing. It's a postcard. Aubrey, I've been enjoying the sights and smells of Milan, my friend. I'm glad. I will put a stamp on it. Quite a city, no matter what Mussolini's doing to the place. Okay, I have different responses I can pick here? Maybe? I can choose from the 3 stamps, but I've only got one option down the bottom. Ah, or is it relating to these? Maybe? Oh. Okay, I see, I see. Hi. Wow, what a response. Take the spy option. I won't tell you precisely what I got up to. Fascism will never overcome beauty. It will die trying. Actually, I think... No, this is a letter that we're writing to Aubrey. Got it. Wrong voice. I might retire to Milan when all this is over. Perhaps Control might set aside a patch of land near Lake Como for me. I'll learn it, that's for certain. Note, you're an aloof British agent. Yes! Nailed it. Riva San Vitale in a few hours, Aubrey. We'll keep you posted how I get on. Oh, Act 1, the Italian Gambit. Oh, we're going to have fun with this. Giusto. Alright, we are on train. Let's go. 49 stops, Aubrey, and they call this an express? Switzerland is full of these electric trains, the young woman in my compartment remarked as we lurched to a halt once again. Not enough fuel here to run proper trains. No good coal mines, I think. She smiled at me. A prim, unaccustomed smile, like an ill-fitting shoe. That will soon change, she added. Ooh. What do I want to say? I'm gonna be so aloof. Like, should I just lean into the aloofness? Like, really ham up the role of the the mysterious agent? Yes, I'm gonna be like Squall from Final Fantasy VIII. ... Yes. I'm going to be very moody and just sit in the corner and drink whiskey and smoke cigars until I have the moment where I piece together everything. Let's go for this one, I think. Yeah, I rather like the mountains as they are, Fraulein. Then you're in luck. We will soon be amongst them for many more hours. She stuck out a gloved hand. Fraulein Wolf. Not Swiss. German. Should I introduce myself? I'm not making this up, Aubrey. That was her name. Yes, be the gentleman. The greatest of pleasures, Fraulein, I returned. Not the greatest, I'm sure. A wider smile this time. Oh, we're such a flirt. The train lurched back into motion. For a moment we were jostled together. 5 empty seats. And she had picked the one beside mine. Let's see. What do we want to say? Where are you headed, Fraulein? You know, Fraulein Wolf is interested in you. Damn straight. I go where my work takes me, she answered. I am very, how you say, like a dog. Dogged. Appropriate. Oh, appropriate for a wolf. She's probably heard that one before. I don't think that's a great joke. And what is it that you do? I meet people. I arrange things, she replied casually, then turned to the window with a sigh. I do so love to travel. She turned to examine her reflection in the window glass and adjusted the fall of her hair. A pity. The way those soft blonde waves hit her brow worked fine for me. Let's see. I love these stamps as a way to, like, give you a bit of an idea about the theme of the choice. We'll continue to talk. It was a pleasant way to spend the time, and there was plenty of time to spend. Before we parted, we agreed to meet again at the bar of the hotel in Riva San Vitale.
Perhaps I would be in luck, and Fräulein Roof would prove to be my contact. Ooh, okay. Expect action, drama, and yodeling, that achievement said. Right, we're here. This is our hotel. It's interesting because it's hard to tell what's interactive and what's not. Curious. Aubrey, I saw the Fraulein again. Ooh. I tell you, German girls drink like weeds. But before I get to that, let me tell you about my contact. You now romantic. Oh, yes. Typical sort control typical sort control would send. Stiff as a poker, jumpy as a frog. In the middle of the hotel bar, drink in hand, but not drinking. Sticking out like a sore thumb. Exchanging code words wasn't necessary, but there was the Fraulein too, perched on a stool with a large glass of grappa, looking straight at my contact. I think we need to be clever here. We don't know if Fraulein's our friend yet or not. I avoided approaching him as long as I could. He was as suspicious looking a chap I felt I'd be clapped in irons just for asking him the time. And anyway, the company of Wolf was somewhat more appealing. But, of course, he found me. There you are, he enthused, speaking only to me as though the Fraulein wasn't there, like a perfect idiot. Italian accent. You are the agent, yes? We will go tonight from the bay after dark. He hurried away. Fraulein Wolf raised a delicious eyebrow. Agent? Travel agent. Naturally, Fraulein giggled. Let me buy you a drink, Herr Smith, she smiled. It is not dark yet. Oh, we're also flirty. Oh, I'm enjoying this. This is just light-hearted fun. Okay, so we do have a full map of the Bellinzona. Okay. To Chiasso? Belize Crossing? What am I meant to be doing here? Ooh. Okay, so Belize Crossing's where we're going next. I liked Wolf, but I didn't trust her, so I intercepted the Italian and changed the plan. Okay. Oh. Oh, we can choose. Yes, we'll intercept the Italian and change the plan. That sounds like the right way to go. Like, it'd be the femme fatale, right? Something would definitely go wrong. This is such an interesting approach to storytelling. Telling everything through postcards back to this Aubrey. Aubrey, do you remember back in Piccadilly when we had that little contest to see who could collect the most vehicles in the space of an afternoon? Ooh. Oh yes, it's very British. It may have been a drunken prank, but I consider it some of our finest work. Anyway, it turns out that in a pinch, you only need to steal one. Though, doing it with an anxious Italian man in tow is a pretty thing. I've done this hundreds of times. Nothing to worry about. Hundreds? The man seemed to have some sort of conscientious objection to borrowing cars. Honestly, Aubrey, where does Control find these people? I shot him a look. The man bit his lip and fell silent. A moment more, and I had tricked the engine. We roared away into the night. But I think someone saw us leave. Okay. Alright, nope, moving on. Interesting. Still don't quite know what we're investigating. Hit Hitler reaffirms promise not to invade Switzerland. In a meeting between Swiss and German officials last night in Berlin, the German Chancellor reaffirmed his country's commitment to respecting Switzerland's neutrality in the event of war. This should calm fears in the chocolate-loving nation, which is rumoured to have significantly bolstered its Alpine military defence system in recent months. Beep, welcome to the stream. Is that a live cat cam? Does that answer your question? Also, hello. If you have any questions about what's going on, feel free to ask in chat. If this is your first time here, let me know, because we're also playing bingo, and one of the bingo tiles is for a first-time viewer in the audience. So you'll be helping everyone out if you are indeed here for the first time. Okay, perfect. We've read the news. That's how I like to start my mornings. Wonderful. Okay. The Hotel Alpin. I mean, look at this. It's gorgeous. Plane flying by. Alright, more postcards, more storytelling. These are happenings. Is there controller compatibility? No, there is not. Not for this game. At least, hang on. Let me double check on Steam. Take a quick look at the page. It doesn't say anything about controller compatibility. Says full controller support. I take it back. There you go. Yes, has controller support. You can go ahead and mark that one off. There was no rebindable controls in the settings, though. All of which puts us here, Aubrey, old chum. The imaginatively named Hotel Alpin. The Italian and I sat together at the breakfast table like a perfect couple of chumps. He had his napkin tucked into his collar. Okay. Gust, unlucky. Not this time. But there's always the next one. Let's see. Yeah, we kind of want to know this guy's name. I don't even know your name. The oaf reached across the table and took my hand in his. Please, he said. It is my daughter. She has been taken. We must rescue her. I spluttered. It sounded more like a fairy tale than a mission. Let's see. And your daughter is someone important, I imagine? Well, of course she is. She is my daughter. The man looked at me like I was a heartless cad, not a member of Her Majesty's finest trying to do his job. He took his hand back, thank God, and patted his chest. I am Primo Vercoli, at your service. Let's see. Frankly, I don't care what your name is. Smith. Agent Smith. Good to make your acquaintance, Senor Smith. I nodded and got back to the business of eating my kippers. And we go to the train station Lugano. Then to Bellinzona, 2 to 3 hours. Then we rescue my daughter. They have her in the castle there. He leant back, evidently pleased with his plan. Okay, to Lugano, then Bellinzona, 2 to 3 hours, rescue the daughter, they're in the castle. Princess is in another castle, yet again. He leant back, evidently pleased with his plan. And now, how is your smoked fish? May I try? God, you just don't respect personal space, do you, mate? Okay. I don't know what any of these buttons up here do. Oh, we have a diary. Okay. Met Fraulein Wolf aboard the train. Hope to see more of her. She's the femme fatale. Hitler reassures Swiss Alps declared off limits. I mean, okay. Good. Leave the Alps alone. What do they ever do to you? Okay, we have a stamp book. That's nice. How do I close this? There we go. We can review the map, so maybe we can travel? Okay. Interesting. Okay, I guess we actually have to use the map travel here. There's nothing else that I can interact with, so we need to go to Lugano. Can I go to Lugano? No. No, go to Lugano? Do I go to Chiasso? No. The map is not interactable. I have missed something, evidently. What am I meant to be interacting with here that I am not interacting with? Chat, am I dumb? Have I broken something? I mean, look, the background ambience is nice, but that's kind of not what we're here for. Why does that have a...
God, why is that page 167? This is 33. What? I would have thought that I meant to go to the map and then click on where I... Oh. Really? There? That's where I had to click? Okay. Sure. We are going to ditch the stolen car. Yeah. It's only so far that you can take a car. We followed the lakeside road to Lugano, a 2-hour walk that took 3 hours because Vercoli kept stopping to dab his forehead with a handkerchief. But we reached the town in one piece, and with no one on our tail that I could see. Okay, let's see. No, that just draw attention to ourselves. Let's not do that. Stroll towards the station. A couple of tourists taking in the mountain air. Hide in plain sight. I'm just gonna stroll. We've got no reason to be suspicious yet. And we strolled towards the station. Just a couple of tourists taking the mountain air. We would need maps and chocolate and apples. All aboard for Bellinzona. Oh, that was a nice quick stop. Nailed that by not accidentally drawing attention to ourselves. Alright. Let's go on the train. The train was ready. We were just about to climb aboard when... There you are, you hund! A woman's voice. Loud, shrill, and familiar. Let's see. Ooh. How do we know that they're talking to us? Let's ignore it for now. No one here knew me after all. I was worth no one's time. But I was, it seemed, worth a slap in the face. It was the Fraulein, but she wasn't smiling now. My darling, it's not what you think. I am with a man. It's not what you think. Speaking of dogs, Fraulein, you seem to be dogging my heels. She slapped me with the other hand across the other cheek. Rather seemed she was playing a scene. But for whom? She turned to address the audience that was beginning to form around us on the concourse. This is the man who stole her Dr. Schrager's car from the Hotel Malede. What? This is my wife. Of course. That's gonna defuse the situation. Whose car? You didn't stop to wonder why there was a medical bag in the trunk, Garner? Yes, that's him, the man who was there in Malede. It was a second voice, Austrian. This must be the doctor then. The train behind me was gathering steam. It would be departing soon. I heard the clatter of a police car's bell approaching. How are we gonna do this? This is not the end, Fraulein. Oh, we got caught by the police. Oops. Never mind. We didn't make a quick getaway. Oh, she replied more quietly with a not-so-innocent smile. I do hope not. As the polizzi dragged me away, I caught a final glimpse of Herr Schweiger. He was helping the Fraulein up into his car, and no doubt destined for a better time than I. Oh, she's such a flirt. Well, I'm guessing we're going to a police station now? Maybe? What's happening here? Like, they've gone very minimalistic, but it does make it a bit difficult to tell what I'm meant to be clicking on. There we go. To the river, taken by the polizzi. You know, it's fine. We got ourselves into the prison. I'm sure we can get ourselves out of the prison. We are just that good. We're a world-class spy who's failing at the first hurdle, but we don't want to talk about that. Perhaps the Swiss polizzi are the most insane, or perhaps it's control. I had thought the police would take me to Bellinzona, throw me in the same cell as Vercoli's daughter, and save me a lot of bother. Ooh, biding time, work on the handcuffs. Now I'm going to work on the officer. We're a real gentleman. We're going full charisma for this build. He was impenetrable. He might as well have been made of cheese. But when the van doors opened, I saw we were not in the lion's den, but rather in some microscopic, unheard of little town. Rivera. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look idyllic? Look, they sell crossbows over here. You can wobble the sign. I was dragged inside a beer house. The smell, sausages and stale beer. From the shadows at the back, a cigarette flared. Yes, what's going on here? This isn't a police station. Where am I? I have a question for you. Oh, hang on. A man's voice deep resonant. I have a question for you, English. A man's voice, deep, resonant. French, perhaps. I can't do a good French accent, so just pretend. What exactly have you been playing at? Go the innocent route? No, Control definitely didn't send it. We don't want to mention Control. Yeah, we're going to play it cool. I don't answer questions from people I can't see. The police here call spies bed bugs. Did you know that? Little bugs living in their bed. The man paused, drawing a cigarette. Ironic? No. He smiled as he saw the realization dawning on my face. He was one of us. I'd like to understand what you were thinking back in Lugano, making such a spectacle of yourself. Yes. I was heading to Bellinzona with my contact. Your contact? You're sure about that? A flick of the cigarette, a little scatter of ash, a moment for me to consider. Vercoli, I began. He was my contact, wasn't he? We've never heard of Vercoli before. Now get moving. The cigarette moved to indicate a small door at the rear. We'll be in touch once Control has worked out what good you can do out here. There was no more time for questions. I was hustled away through an empty kitchen, then out the back of the beer house. So we just got, like, transported, vaguely interrogated, and then sent on our merry way. Love it. All right. Let's carry on then. It's just interesting. I'm not feeling like many of my choices are really clear as to what the outcome's going to be. Like, it's all just slightly vague. Okay, so we've got two paths. Steal the policeman's bicycle or walk? We're gonna walk. Stealing didn't work so well for us last time, so let's walk. I think I'm understanding how this map works now. You have to click on the dotted line. I imagined the police might start looking for me in Bellinzona, so I hiked up the nearest mountain and decided to lie low on high. Two things were now clear. I mulled them over as I walked. One, Vercoli had not been my contact. As far as Control was concerned, I had reached Riva, then gone completely rogue in the company of an unknown Italian, eating kippers and stealing cars. Two, wherever my actual contact had got to, he wasn't coming back. I'll be leaving this Vercoli business out of my report, that's for certain. Can you imagine what the boys in Control would make of this? Their top agent made a fool of by a chump like Vercoli, rescuing random daughters from Swiss castles. I'd be a laughing stock. Promise you won't rat me out, Aubrey. Aubrey's a good chap. He's got our back. Alright, on our way to Monte, whatever that was. The story is branching, but it does feel very linear in the way that it's actually flowing from here to there. Oh, look at this place, though. So cozy. Picture me, Aubrey,
Log fire, warm brandy. I found an empty cabin up here. Marvelously well stocked. You'll think me a lucky devil, but these are the Swiss Alps. The locals are too savvy to be caught short if they're snowed in. And I needed the brandy. I was mixed up in something, and was rattling around inside my head like loose change. Yes, what are we caught up with? I'm sorry, what? What kind of response is that? That might get me demonetized, so we're definitely not doing that one. Okay. I knew I wouldn't be able to leave it alone. I had a feeling there was something in this wretched business that would be worth following up on. Then, an interruption. There was a knock on the door. Who could it possibly be? Hello. Damn her eyes, Aubrey. Sometimes I wish I carried a gun. Let's see. I opened the door. There was no point in hiding. The night was cold, but she wasn't wearing a coat. Well, aren't you going to ask me in? No. Off you go. Go find another house. I know it's dark and it's cold outside, but you're trouble. Go away. Would that be wise? I'm not armed, if that's what you mean. The Fraulein lifted her arms above her head and turned in a slow circle under the light of the porch lantern. Look, she said. I looked. Satisfied? Without waiting for an answer, she stepped inside. If this went on any longer, she'd be helping herself to the brandy I'd found. I had to come. I believe I owe you an apology, Mr. Smith. Ooh. Only one? She ignored me and continued. I got you into the most awful lot of trouble, didn't I? These responses are great. I'm enjoying this just from a storytelling perspective. Yes. Not as much trouble as I'd like to be in. She came over to me. There was excitement in her eyes. Let's get in trouble together then, shall we? You want Vercoli's daughter, I think. And so do I. She giggled like a schoolgirl. One of those fearsome ones that carries a hockey stick. I propose a solemn pact, Smith, an alliance to be broken the instant one of us double-crosses the other. It'll be fun, don't you agree? And on that note, we are out of time. Actually, let's play out this scene. Let's play out this scene, and then we will we'll see if we want to move on. If we play, you lose, Fraulein. Now that's the spirit. The wolf paced away across the room and curled herself up on the rug before the fire, slipped off her shoes. Now, don't be a bore. Pour me a drink and we'll discuss how we're going to spring the Vercoli girl from her castle. Damn her eyes, Aubrey. Well, we know how that went down. All right. It is time to vote. We have hit the 30-minute time limit. There is a poll on screen. Cast your votes. Exclamation vote yes if you want to see another 30 minutes of this game. Exclamation vote no if it's time to spin the wheel and move on to something new. I've enjoyed this game. It's such a fun little storytelling. It's very light-hearted. The choice and consequence feels kind of vague. I would like a little bit more player input, or at least be able to see how things play out. But the whole point is meant to kind of feel very flowy and very conversational. It's a very artistic game, but the approach that they've taken to the storytelling makes it a little bit difficult to tell quite exactly what's happening. Also, I might have explained that poll wrong. Hopefully I said
Vote yes if it's time to spin the wheel and move on to a new game. Vote no if you want to see 30 more minutes of this one. I think I confused them, so I'm very sorry. You can recast your votes. Yeah, Gust, I realized as soon as I said that, I'm like, hang on, I've done something wrong. You might need to recast your votes. Apologies. It should be a vote for no if you want to see more of this game. A vote yes if you want to spin the wheel and move on to something new. Sorry, my mind was still thinking about the game and I got myself messed up. Either way, I think most people were feeling that it's time to move on to something new. But yeah, you can recast your vote and it will just overwrite your old one. Got 30 seconds, that's plenty of time. So again, to be clear, vote yes if you want to spin the wheel, which means we move on to a new game for 30 minutes, or vote no if you want to see 30 more minutes of this game. Go. We've got a couple of no votes, but most are yes. Yeah, and that's why I kind of like these. This was Over the Alps, Old Titans. Also, welcome. How you doing, mate? This is Into the Alps. Into the Alps? Over the Alps? We are over the Alps, not into the Alps. It's close. You could go over them, go into them, go around them, go through them. There's multiple ways to go. We are going to save and quit because that vote was very much that it's time to move on. But I agree, this is the kind of game that is nice to see just like a little snapshot to get a feel for what this game is about. And then you can decide if it's something that you feel is worth going and checking out. And just a reminder that although this game was paid, it does have a free demo. So if you want to go and check it out and try some different choices to what I went for, it'd be interesting to see your thoughts. But yeah, it has a free demo, so worth a look. Now, quickly before we move on to the next game, let's see if there's anything else on the bingo that we wanted to mark off. We did find the credits. We did do that. There was no fourth world rank. I've not got bingo. I don't believe... No trading cards. Didn't crash. No borders full screen. That was fine. Sensitive was fine. I can't say the soundtrack was a banger. There was only music on the title screen. Once we got into the actual game, it was all ambience. The ambience was lovely. Very immersive. But they were not a banger. Did I do something cooler than fail? Not really. Everything was just kind of as scripted by the game. There was nothing that I had that much input into. Was there DLC? I feel like there was... No, they just released an expansion. There was no official DLC as a separate release. Unlucky. Alright, last chance. Feel free to pop into the chat if there's something else that you want to verify for your bingo card. Otherwise, we will move on to a new one for the last game for the day. Last chance. I'll give you a moment. Oh, Mediate, we thought so. Just wanted to make sure. One tile away from bingo. Oh, unfortunate. All right. Well, on that note then, off to a new one. So, there we go. The link is in the chat as well if you need it. If you're joining in for the first time, have a little bit of fun because we're about to mark up a whole bunch of stuff in our bingo tiles. So here is our wheel of names for those that haven't seen it before. That was Over the Alps. We have 164 games here, all recommended by the community. Let's spin the wheel and see what we're playing next. This is what I love about these streams. You never know what you're going to find. We've found some interesting stuff. We are moving on to... Ooh, nearly super crazy rhythm, whatever that is. We're doing Bonnie's Bakery. I don't know what to expect from this. Let's have a look. Let's get some info on this one. Bonnie's Bakery was recommended by Gray, January this year. Okay, I mean, it looks cute and cozy. Welcome to Bonnie's Bakery. Play as Bonnie, a cute baker who needs to gather ingredients so she can make pastries. Serve up your fresh homemade pastries. I'm sorry, it has a first-person exploration mode? What the hell? Interesting. Multiple endings. Storage cookie cute 2D. Huh? I don't know if there's horror or not, but there's a lot going on here. Gray says, oh yeah, horror. It doesn't have the horror tag. Not anywhere in there. It's just dark. This game is... Oh, no, hang on, wait. I missed it. There's horror. Okay. Has been added on, but it doesn't make the top 5. Yeah, it looks too cutesy not to be a horror game. Oh, there you go. All right, all right, all right. Let's have a quick look. So, grab your bingo cards. We can safely mark off the center tile this time. It has less than 200 reviews, so we're good to go on that one. It was released after 2020, so we can mark that one off as well. Ooh, okay, nice. Good spot. It is the same developer and publisher. Oh, I finally have that one again. Excellent. Let's see. We have got someone wishlisted. Jazzy Caddy has wishlisted this game. Do I have friend has wishlisted? No, I do not. So sad. That's okay. Let's have a peek at the trailer and then we'll check out some other stuff. So we have a cinematic trailer. It's a minute 21. So no go on that one yet. Trailer. Hello. Here we go. Art style is clean. Definitely leaning into that cozy cafe art style. Maybe some elements of stuff like Cooking Mama in there? Ah, but what's behind the door? This is where the secrets come out at night. It's all the things that I keep in the closet. Ah, we go full Hotline Miami after hours. I like it. The art style is bizarre in this first person mode because so much stuff is 2D. Interesting. So this is how we gather ingredients for our yummy yummy treats. Okay. I see what you're doing. But we're so cute and cozy. It's Bonnie's Bakery. Hang on. Is this all... Wow. Okay. So hang on. How long is the actual trailer? Let's just go back for a sec. Trailer ends... Oh, come on. That's like 4 seconds of black screen there. I'm just checking the timestamp. Yep, I'll allow it. Trailer actually ends here, because afterwards it's just black screen and placeholder image. And that's at 58 seconds. So the actual trailer is less than a minute. Go ahead and mark that one off. Let's see. Do I have less than a minute? Yes, I do. Excellent. Is it a weird game blend or not? Sorry, weird genre blend. Oh, is it a weird genre blend? Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. Cooking / life sim combined with horror. It's not super unique, but I would say it's a weird genre blend. Let's grab that one as well while we're at it. Okay, let's see. Melty Clown Studio has made some other games. We've got whatever this is. Pune Heart-Throbbing Endless Love Bakery. They love bakeries. Winter Hubris. Yeah, no, that is what it's called. Pune Heart-Throbbing Endless Love Bakery Demo. Cool. Alright, but yeah, they've had more than one game. Apparently, this one is also similar to Undertale. And Hello Kitty Island Adventure. And Assassin's Creed Shadows. And Stalker. This game is very similar to those games, in case you can't tell. Game is less than $10, so we don't get that one. Has the game had any updates? It has. It's had some bug fixes, hot fixes, final update. Yeah, so it's had updates. We can definitely mark that. Game has been updated. Oh, no DLC, so I'm not going to be able to get that one. I need a dev logo and a glitch or bug, and I'll be able to get it. Not bad, not bad. Maximum Cheese, welcome back. How you doing, mate? Hello Kitty is secretly a horror game. You think it's not? You really think Hello Kitty is not a horror game? Then you don't understand why it's popular. All right. No unique in the description. That is disappointing. Okay. Let's pop that into the cart. I'm going to pop you guys over to the holding screen for a minute. have another go. You're 50-50 on the Wordle so far. Let's give you some music. We'll get this game bought and downloaded. We did have someone new in chat today. They have already... We marked the title off on the previous game, though. I don't think we've got anyone else new. We had Beep, who stopped by very briefly. Or maybe they're still here. I actually don't know. They could be. Just hiding, lurking. Waiting, biding their time. The game comes with the EULA. That's fun. Okay. We'll get this downloaded. The game is less than a gigabyte in size. 545 megabytes. So it was halfway there. Oh, hi, Panda. Alright. Right. Kitty Pat's done. How you doing here? Stare White Talon Bigot. So you know the T's at the end has an O and an A. There's a lot that could be going on there. Oh, you guys got some lag. Looks okay on my end. We dropped a couple of frames, but we should overall be pretty good. It might just be because I'm trying to download stuff at the same time. Let me know if it starts to be a little bit better in like the next few seconds. Stream, please don't die on me. Hopefully we're okay. Alright on that end. I would say it was just because we were downloading the game and that was taking priority. That happens sometimes. It says we're experiencing buffering. Seems better now. Give it a sec to stabilize. Should be alright. Alright. What to guess now? So we know there's a T at the end. There's an A and an O in it. Ruled out some of the common letters. About was pretty good. Good guess, Bouchericite and some guy. But yeah, no B. But it gives you that position of the A, the O, and the T. No L, so it can't be a loft. Adopt. Ah, so close. Damn, they're giving us some hard ones on the Wordle today. That is unfortunate. But, you know what? That's how it goes. Can't win them all. Let's pop you guys back to here because we are ready to jump in and try out some of the last game for today, which is going to be Bonnie's Bakery. Yeah, the stream lag was the problem. We'll blame it on that. All right. Oh, I think... Yep, we've got a dev logo, I'm guessing. So we can mark that one off. It was not greater than 1 gigabyte. It was 545 megabytes. Do we have dev logo? Dev logo! I just need a glitch. See how we go. And the problem is, though, it has to be an actual glitch, not a glitch in the game, because I'm pretty sure this is going to have, like, real glitches. Or at least, you know, uses glitches as a theme. Why is there a hammer that I can click on? Cannot hunt until you've reached night mode. Well, that's foreboding. We've got credits, though. We have found the credits. This is not a solo dev. They've got quite a few people, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people that have worked on it. There's sound design. But I'm guessing additional sounds, mix kit, and free sound. Okay, the music is not an OST. Can't give you that one, unfortunately. Alright, settings. We have separate volume sliders. Holy cow. We do also have a look sensitivity. We'll come to that in a moment. It's gone full screen, but it doesn't even support the correct resolution. So that's a problem. Let's see. Do I have... Don't have separate volume sliders. Oh, did it have trading cards? Let me take a look. Not that I can tell. Has achievements. Don't think it has trading cards. Doesn't appear on the side here either. So I'm going to go a no on the trading cards. Is this borderless full screen? It is not. The game suggester was Gray. Gray, I think, is in the chat here. Yeah, Gray is here. So game suggester is in the chat. So we can mark that one off if you got it. I do not. Was the game more than $10? I don't remember. How much did I pay? I think it was 7? 5. 6. So not more than $10. Can't get that one. Gus, thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Hope to see you in the next stream, mate. Let's see. Text speed, text size. We'll leave the rest of that as is. Okay. I think we're about ready to get into the game itself. Here we go. We are going to start fresh because we're a bakery. We want things to be fresh. Bonnie sweeps the floor and dusts the windows. Today's going to be another big day. Customers are already making a line outside of her bakery. She opens the door and they all scamper in. She looks at the crowd with a warm smile. A regular customer pops out of the crowd and gives Bonnie a friendly pat on the back. Hey Bonnie, old friend. I'd like to bake one of your famous red velvet cakes for an event coming up. You wouldn't mind sharing the recipe with little old me now, would you?
Oh, Bear, you're so silly. A master chef never reveals her secret recipe.
The two laugh heartily.
Alrighty then, I'll stop bothering you.
And just like that, Bear sits down with the rest of the customers.
Phew, looks like it's time to get baking.
Alright, let's go. Welcome to Bonnie's Bakery. Help Bonnie serve her hungry customers by serving up some tasty pastries.
Oh, I see Bear has already sat down.
Yes, indeed they have.
Let's see what he wants today. Okay. Alright, red velvet cake. What a good choice. Alrighty, let's start baking then. I should click on the prep station to bring it up.
Right, there's our prep station.
Oh dear, how do I make red velvet again? I should check my recipe book.
I love the idea that these people going into a bakery and expecting that their cake is going to be made a la carte. Just like, oh yeah, that was cool. I've got like 3 hours. If you can bring me a coffee and then I'll just wait for the cake. It sounds like it will get spooky. Or at least dark, one of the two. Right, cookbook. Here we are. Let's see. I can flip through the pages by clicking the right and left arrows. Amazing. Once I find the recipe I'm looking for, I should be able to click on it to look at it while I'm baking. And if I want to put the page back, I can just click on the recipe again. This time though, I'm just going to keep the recipe up. Alright, so we want the one for red velvet. There we go. Great. Now that I have the recipe up, I can click on the ingredients I need to put them in the mixer. What did I miss here? Yeah, not how it works in real life. Definitely not. My headcanon now is basically a godlike burger is the secret sequel to this game for some reason. Now that the horror aspect has gotten attached to me. Entirely possible. Alright, so we're going to put flour, sugar, milk, eggs, fat, and red. Pour the batter into the cake tin, bake in the oven. Okay. Well, where's my mixers over there? Cool. So we need flour. We need a milk with the moo juice, some eggs, and some fat, and red. All right, and there's our batter. We're going to pour it into the cake tin. We're going to probably have to mix it first. No? I missed the sugar. I'm a dum-dum. All right, now to mix it. Zubi, zubi. And now we can pour the batter into the cake tin. Yeah, the U into there. Time to bake it. Perfect. Instant cake. All right, time to click on Bear and hand this over. Not just give the cake, just click. Yay! And done the customer well served. It's a good thing Bear is the first customer so I could serve him first. I know a lot of customers run out of patience. Well, the day's just getting started. Time to really get to work. See you later, Bear. Oh,
I can probably make some other things while I'm waiting for customers. Here we go. Let's see. I can just drop what I make on one of those plates and serve it later.
Right, bit of micromanagement. I like it.
I guess I'll just make something random for now, and if I make a mistake, I can just click the trash can to reset the station. Or if I put the wrong ingredients in the mixer, I can just hit the mix button to reset them. Off to the prep station.
Alright, well, I guess we will just make a something. Let's start with some donuts. We need flour, we need sugar, we need eggs, we need milk, and we need fat. We're going to mixy mix. We put the dough onto the cutting board. We roll it out. Cut it with the circle cutter. I don't think it's how you actually do it, but that's fine. And then we bake it in the oven. Just goes straight in. No tray? No? Yep, okay, yep, that's gone in. And we sprinkle some white on it. Ah, amazing. And we'll pop it there.
Oh my, that was quick. Oh dear, looks like they wanted a meat bun. I'll go make that now.
Okay, let's find our recipe for a
Meat bun.
I'm surprised that doesn't use red. Okay. Let's see. We need flour, milk, and eggs. Nice. Bring some... Oh, it actually uses meat. Okay. We'll chop the meat. Love it. We're gonna mix that. I think I did this in the wrong order, but we'll see if it works. Okay. Yep, bring the dough. No, that works. Yep, cool. Bake it in the oven. Ding! Ah, amazing. Meat for the meat bun. Here you go, buddy. All right, let's keep this up. Are these people paying for their goods? All right, we need another red velvet. That's cool. Flour, sugar, milk, egg, fat, red. Pour it into the cake tin. That goes in there. That comes out, and we give it to you. Look at that. I'm a pro. This guy wants a donut. Well, guess what? Here's one I prepared earlier. And now we need some kind of Danish. Do I have a recipe for that? A pastry. There we go. Flour, sugar, and fat, which is really just butter, but we're just going to call it fat and go with it. We're going to make that and put it on the cutting board. Mixy mix. We're going to roll it out and then put more fat on it, and then we put it in the oven. Beautiful. So much fat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the meat is not a typo. That's one of those ones like, well, it could be a typo, but it's not. All right, more meat bun. I have not got these memorized, so apologies for doing it this way for now. Flour, milk, eggs. Bring some meat to the chopping board. Cut, cut, cut. We mix that, put it in there, and then that goes in the oven. Job done. All right. Yeah, these are the pastries you get when you're meeting people, not meeting people. All right, dude wants donut. Okay, we want flour, sugar, egg, fat. Mixy mix. That was wrong, apparently. I missed one. Flour, sugar, milk, eggs, fat. That'll do it. There we go. You go on there. We roll it out. Cookie cutter. Put it in the oven. Sprinkle some white. Done. We have our donut. Here you go, mate.
Let's do this.
All right. Ooh. All right. That was just the tutorial. Now we're really getting started. Here comes the lunch rush. Time to get serious. Let's do this. All right. Firstly, we need a pastry. There we go. Okay. Flour, sugar, fat. Mix, mix. On there. Roll it out. Add more fat. Bake it in the oven. Got one done. Boom. This person wants a meat bun. Flick, flick. That one. Flour, milk, eggs.
Meat.
Okay, mix that. That goes on there. That goes in the oven. Ooh, we need a second one. Okay, well, we'll serve you first. See, what happens if I run out of ingredients? Huh? Huh? What happens then? What happens if I don't serve these customers? Do I just fail? Does something actually go wrong? More eggs, more meat, chop that, do that, drop that, boom, that, done. Be nice if I also could just do more here before it goes away, but that's fine.
then we need another pastry. Just that one. Flour, sugar, fat, mix, drop, roll it out, more fat, in the oven. Cook! Let's go! I am the best. Why? What are you? Okay, more meat buns. Wonder how many it's going to give me in a row. Okay. Flour, milk, eggs. Boom, boom. Mix, boom, doot, doot. Done. Cook, serve, delicious. Alright. Anyone would think that I've played a game before. Okay. Sorry, I am actually kind of having to concentrate to make sure I don't, like, just mess up on the final step or something. But we're good. Ah, God, more railway cake? Where are these people coming from? Like, I get this is a popular little shop, but come on. I would also say from, like, a game, like, perspective, this has gone on slightly too long. Fat and then red. Nope, I need the milk. There we go. Yours missing something. It's one of those ones where it actually probably would be better served to about now move on to something else. Because the horror aspect's meant to be the most interesting thing to draw people into the game, not this cooking sim part. Okay. Flour, milk, eggs. I'm just waiting for the moment it goes, oh no, I've run out of ingredients. Okay. You go there. Now we make another thing. Okay. Flour, sugar, milk, egg, fat. Mixy mix. You go there, roll it out, do that, pop that, put the white. Nice. Oh, I should probably serve that. And look, the actual like flow of it, the rhythm is not bad. But it's just like, you know in the back of your mind that this isn't what the game is really all about. There's more to it. So I'm just now waiting like, yeah, come on. I want to get to the actual horror part. All right, the music stopped. So am I done? Nope, we've gone into hyper mode. Love it. The music's just been sped up. Sugar, milk, eggs, fat, red. Mix, mix. That goes in there, that goes in there. Because there's a timer down the bottom, so I'm guessing we'll stop serving once all these people are gone. We're going to do that again. I have a memory like a sieve, though. Flour, sugar, milk, eggs, fat, red. Mix, in there, in there. Job done. Here's your cake, mate. Thank you. I'm guessing that was the customer's faces up there for who we've just served. What does he want? Oh, God. The orders are all coming in. Too far. Donut. Flour, sugar, milk, eggs, fat. Mix. Drop you there. Roll it out. Cookie cutter. You go there. White. Okay. You're done. And then this guy just wants a pastry. Just that one. Flour, sugar, fat. Mix. There. Roll it out. More fat. Put it in. I think someone wants another one. Good lord. And then you just know I'm just going to be like, all right, now I am tired. My day is done. Can I just go home and nap, please? No, I have to roll it up first, then that, then that. And we are out of time. No, that was pretty good. Didn't miss any orders. No customers were upset. I just got 3 achievements for that because I'm amazing. Did one thing, got 3 achievements. Whew, all done.
Good work out there today, boy. Looks like you had a nice and steady pace going. I bet your stock's half empty now.
Yeah, slow and steady, as they say.
I'm glad you opened the bakery. It's nice to have a place to relax and take my mind off of things. I never knew we lived in such a dangerous neighborhood. It's so scary. People are disappearing without a trace. Almost as if they've been erased.
It's definitely been scary. Stay safe out there, Bear.
You too, Bonnie. See you around.
Of course.
Bear leaves as Bonnie cleans up the bakery.
Now then, indeed.
It's been a busy day. Time to get some fresh ingredients. Okay. Let's go get
Some meat.
there we go. There's the horror. What? It's you? You can still move. You're still intact. Listen to me. Find Bonnie's notes and save yourself. She's hidden the key code, but if you can decipher it, you can escape through the door. Use WASD to move and sprint with shift. You can jump with spacebar if you need to get over something, and crouch with control if you want to make less noise.
Don't let her see you. Don't let her hear you.
If she sees you, come back to the cell. Bonnie's much kinder to the compliant ones. You need 5 digits to unlock the door. I almost made it out before she... Well, maybe too late for the rest of us, but you still have a chance. If you can. No. Never mind. Good luck. Hi. Not much of a cell if I can just walk out of there. I thought I'd at least have to, like, open the door or something. Oh, we're just gonna talk again. Okay. Never mind. Alright, I need to find 5 digits and unlock a door in order to get out of here. But if she sees me, I need to run back to the cell. Hello? Okay. We have a C. Oh, cool. Stamina that doesn't recharge. The first day I opened the bakery was the happiest day of my life. I was nervous that there wouldn't be any customers, but 6 animals came in to eat. It looked like they didn't enjoy what I made, but maybe that's just the nerves talking. Yeah, it's just the nerves. Okay, stamina does come back, just very slowly. Okay. Hello. Oh god, it all moves. Don't mind me, I'm back in my cell. I'm a good whatever I am. Number 4. Week 4 of having the bakery and things aren't getting better. That poor bunny. I spent 9 hours trying to heal the injuries, but it's only getting worse. She keeps getting more and more anxious. I'm trying my best, but it's not enough. I hope she can get better soon. I'm going to keep trying. Yeah, like the game that mentions that it's not paused. Probably a good thing. Okay, so cool fact, there are more animals depending on how well you baked and how many ingredients you used. Huh. That is interesting. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. I'm being a good animal and staying right here in my cell. I didn't actually think I was trying to talk to you. I thought I was talking to Bonnie, but that's okay. Hello, I need you to go away so that I can go away. Yeah, off you go. Oh, no, I'm here. It's okay, I'm in my cell. Ooh, she's got a good range of vision on her. She got good peepers. Alright, we'll go this way. Problem is she's so quiet you can't hear her. You got the hanging chains as well. Okay, we've got another note. That is a big piece of meat. She comes in here, I'm fucked. Sorry, pardon my language. I'm stressed. Okay. That just made a whole lot of noise. Alright. Got another note. Oh, of course, the numbers that the notes are calling out are the numbers that I need to open the code on the door. Got it. Okay. I don't know where she is. But I am going to head back to my cell. A good little boy. I was here the whole time. Oh, we're missing one. Dang it. Okay, so the first one's 6. It's been 2 weeks since I opened the bakery. I had to restock the pantry with eggs today. I bought a whole crate for just $6. What a steal! Sadly, no one came in to eat. I guess the townsfolk don't really like my pastries. The code's just 3
3 weeks and not a single customer. I'm going to have to close down at this rate. No one is interested in my baking, so why should I even bother? Someone knocked on the door. It was a bunny with 3 terrible injuries. I let her stay inside my bakery to rest. Okay, the last one here. It's been 5 weeks now. I decided to open the bakery after a customer walked into my shop and asked what that wonderful smell was. The only things I prepared today were the buns. He called in 5 other friends to eat at my bakery. They enjoyed their buns so much. He said that he'd tell others about my establishment. Yes! My dream is finally coming true.
Oh dear. Okay, so what do we know? We know it's 6, 6, 3, 9, 6639 something 5. 6639 something 5. 6639 something 5. Oh, hello over there. You didn't see me. Ooh, which way are you going? Make up your mind. 6639 something 5. Is there maybe another one hiding in here? No. I heard you humming. 6639 something 5. 663915. 663925. 663935. 663935. I did that. 663945. 66. That was wrong. 663955. 663965. 663975. Oh, I'm dead. No! Damn it! It needed to be an 8 for the last one. Of course it was.
Bonnie sweeps the floor and dusts the windows. Today's going to be another big day. Customers are already making a line outside of her bakery. She opens the door and they all scamper in. She looks at the crowd with a warm smile.
Oh yeah, is this the same as before?
Take home. Oh no, this is different. A cake for you to take home. I never thought about doing takeouts before. That sounds like a good idea. Yes, Bear, I'll bake you a red velvet cake to take home. And you know what? Since you're my #1 customer, I'll use my freshest ingredients to make that cake.
Oh no. Ending 1 of 5 fresh ingredients. Oh, charming. That's, lovely. And as I say, left click to restart, right click for menu. Okay. So does this let us do from the second level again? Do we keep any of this? We do. So yeah. Ah, no, but I can't read them. I have to collect them again. Dang it. Wonder if it's randomized as well. That would be interesting. Let's grab these two and we'll check. So I heard the music changed last time and I could have made a run for it, but I chose not to. Oh, it does change. That's an 8 now, and that's a 9. Okay. Woo, she's right there. Hello. I'm here. I'm fine. Don't be bad. I'm in my prison cell. You don't need to worry about hurting me. Ugh. Just an entire bucket of blood that doesn't spill. Love it. Hello. Yes, I know. I'm still here. You're just checking up on me. You're not allowed to walk in here and kill me. That's just not on. Yep, off you go, just gliding along the ground. That's how people walk. Oh, hi. You're not dead. Just had the right here all along. I'm sorry. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo, hello. Goodbye. We're going this way. Oh, she's found me. Shoot. Oh, well, we're dead. Yeah, you can't reach me here. There was nothing I could do there. That's terrible. Okay, but we get the same ending there. We click through and go again. Alright. I was like, maybe if I just like managed to lose line of sight or something like that. No, not even close. Also, Panda is glowing in the sunlight right now. She is our radioactive kitty. Alright. Well, we know what we need to do. This is basically Slenderman. But not. Okay, you've gone from there. Go grab that one. I'm trying to figure out how the safe spaces actually work. Can't see you there. Hopefully you didn't go this way. Did not. Good. Yeah, crap. Is she attracted to noise is the question. Woo! Hello. I'm fine. I'm here. You don't need to come check me out. I'm where I'm meant to be. Yep. Oh. Hello. Don't mind me. Just hanging out in my prison cell. We like being here. Okay, okay, she can hear. Alright. What kind of animal am I? Whatever I am, I'm not particularly stealthy. Alright, you can go that way. Dodge the chain. Grab that one and go back. Oh, yep. She coming. We going. We're fine. You saw nothing. Yeah, I know. You scared me real good. I'm here. That music is like so intense and then just stops. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's fine. Never mind. False alarm. Nothing here wants to kill you. Okay, so I'm guessing my only safe spot is here, unless I misread that. Hang on, let's talk to you again. Still move, still intact. Find Bonnie's note, save yourself, in the key code, decipher it. Spacebar, get over something. Crouch with control if you want to make less noise. Don't let her hear you. If she sees you, come back to this cell. Okay, yeah, so this is the only safe spot. Cool. Alright. Where did you go? Bonnie. Bonnie. Did I get this one already? Or was that last time when I died? I got that one already. Oh no. Time to go. Get in the cell. Wait, it's a 5-digit code, not a 6-digit code? So one of these actually doesn't matter. So we know it's 8, 7, 9, 6. I thought it was still a 6-digit code. Because that's definitely what the keypad was taking. Alright, so there must be something over in this corner that I've not found yet. No, we got that one. Is she going to come around the corner here? Okay. There's another note there. Gotta go for it. Oh shoot, she's right there. Okay, that was close. Alright, what have we got? Stressful. Alright, I'm going to need you to put it in chat because I'm not going to remember this off my head. So we've got 8, 7, 9, 8, 7, 9, 6, something 2. 8, 7, 9, 6, something 2. 8796 something 2. Where is this last one? I feel like I'm just missing it somewhere. 8796 something 2. Ooh. I'm fine. I'm behaving. You don't need to come check on me. Hiding there. Back it up. I can hear her. Keep moving. She's behind me somewhere. 8796 something 2. 8796 something 2. Ooh. Okay. That's a lot of noise. Time to move. Let's not be there. Where is this last piece of paper? Yeah, you go over that way. Not hiding here? No. Oh, I already have that. Didn't know what to... Okay, so it's 87962. Is just 5 digits. I'm overthinking this. Okay. 87962. Yeah, I was overthinking it. Alright, cool, we're fine. We got out of the basement. Good job. You escaped from Bonnie's Bakery, finally free from that horrifying place. Nothing can erase those terrible smells and screams from your memories. Nothing. You grip the notes you collected tightly in your hands. You can use them. They are precious. Bonnie, after a rather successful day at the bakery, hums to herself. Since she had such a good haul today, she's decided to take it easy on tomorrow's prep work. You go to tell the townsfolk about Bonnie's crimes. At first, they are unwilling to listen to you, but then you reveal the damning evidence that helped you escape in the first place. Yeah, that counts as missing something important. Also, you can mark off beat the game because I did actually get one of the endings for it as well. The townsfolk are shocked to hear your tale. Some are in denial, while the others tremble in fear. How could it be? The food they have been eating all this time is... As the townsfolk draw closer to the bakery, Bonnie realizes she is done for. With no time to clean, she instead makes a hasty escape. The mob surrounds the bakery, demanding Bonnie reveal herself. They break down the door and with bated breaths scan the interior. They search the bakery from head to toe, but find no one. Only the evidence of her crimes remains. Bonnie was gone and never seen again. Yeah, that definitely counts as me missing something important. Ending 2 of 5 escapes. There's 3 other endings in here that you somehow find. This is probably where you get some of them. Oh no. But we are out of time. Not just for the game, but for today's stream as well. So we are going to do one last poll. Get your votes in. And this will decide if we carry on with Bonnie's Bakery next time or if we spin the wheel. So vote yes if you want to start the next stream with a wheel spin. Vote no if you want to start the next stream with round 2 of Bonnie's Bakery. Which could be fun to be able to dive in and start with the hunt mode and see what that's all about to get some of the other endings. Or we just start with something fresh. Totally up to all of you what we play. I want to say, like, this is a new idea that they've gone for. I like the weird blend of genres, but I do feel the gameplay is a little repetitive and a little simple. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Not every game has to be absolutely freaking amazing, firing on all cylinders at all times. It's fine for a game to just do something simple and do it well. Like, the presentation is pretty nice. Yeah, the baking section I think went on just a little too long. It would have been nice for that to be a little bit shorter. But I guess the point is that if you are someone completely unsuspecting, maybe you got given this game as a gift and didn't look too closely into it because you're a cozy gamer or something, it's to lull you into a false sense of safety, right? And familiarity. So, not necessarily a bad thing. I would have liked to have been slightly shorter. The stealth escape section at the end, I would have liked a little bit more in terms of size of the area or having other hiding spots rather than just having to run all the way back to that one little cage. I don't know. It was basic, but it got the job done. Wasn't terrible. But there's definitely games out there that do those stealth escape sequences better. Alright, let's see where our vote ended. We actually voted no. Okay. So this means next stream we will be starting with round 2 of Bonnie's Bakery. Excellent. Alright, we'll get to try out and see if we can find some of these other endings. We'll see what the hunt is all about. Alright. Thank you very much, everyone. That brings us to the end of today's stream. Good fun. We got to check out some interesting games that one, but no bingos. Actually, let's double check. Was there anything else on the bingo that we wanted to do actually before we wrap up? We did have finished doing the stream. I managed to get that. Didn't find a glitch or a bug. That was unfortunate. It didn't have unique. It wasn't unoptimized. It actually played very smoothly. You didn't win the Wordle, which is unfortunate. Tutorial was fine. Soundtrack was not a banger. It was decent, but not a banger. I missed something important. That's all I've got. I was 1 away from a bingo on that one. That was pretty close. Pretty close. But no luck today. I've had an unintended typo, and if the game slaps, I have bingo. I can't say it slaps. Not yet. It's okay. It doesn't slap. But that's alright. No bingos today. Can't win them all. Alright. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in today. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll see you again next Saturday for more Wheel of Misfortune. Bowser's like, have we had unique before? I checked it for this game, didn't have it, but we do find it in a lot. So, just unlucky today. But yeah, we'll see you next Saturday for more Wheel of Misfortune. And we do have the next review video in the works. We're just trying to get the finishing touches on the script and a little bit more footage for it. So please stay tuned. It's going to be a lengthy episode, so it'll take us a little bit to get the editing done, but it is underway. So until then, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Enjoy your weekend. Hope you have a good week, and I will see you next time on the stream. Until then, take care.